living life. I'm probably gonna live stream again. I'm gonna cut off the live stream today at some point, and then do some stuff, and then come back on later. Just because you know, I want to do some stuff. I want to get some things done. So we're gonna do that. But I've been in and out. I've been awake from like 7 o'clock this morning. And they needed to update the breaker system in the apartment building and in my apartment. So they came in and worked on that. I had to leave the gym at like 8 something to watch them for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, to then go back to the gym and then come back here to make food. Life is tough. Life is tough. But it's all good. We'll see. So we're just living life now. Just preparing some food. And then I'm gonna chill inside and get some work done, and then what do you call it? Do a live stream later. I hope everyone's doing well, of course. As you guys are coming in, leave some likes on the live stream, comments so I can know who the hell you are. And yeah, that's about it. Yep. So bro, always burning stuff. All right, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do this. It is Monday, so I guess it's reasonable that you guys are not around. We all have to do work, right? We gotta live life, which is good. I'm glad you guys are doing so. So it's gonna be like a throwback to how I used to stream a very, very, very long time ago, where it was just to like one guy. So I think this is done. I'm gonna assume that this is done. Alright, could you? Love country. Love country. What's going on, love country? What's going on? Welcome to the live stream. How are you? How's life going? Welcome, guys. Guys, leave a comment so I can know who the heck you guys are. Ooh, look at that. That looks good. Definitely a good medium rare on this steak, for sure. Sombra's done well. Hey, what are you making? Steak, rice and beans, and assorted vegetables. First of all, look at this. That's medium rare right there. Cole, what's going on? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. Gray, what's going on? I'm good, love country. I'm very good. Living life, of course. But yeah, got some steak. I'm gonna do some a yogurt with fruits, and then we're gonna be good to go. I'm telling you, Somber knows what he's doing. I'm telling you, all souls should know how to cook. Seriously, men and women. I know we have that rhetoric like, oh, women gotta cook for men. Oh, listen. Learn how to cook for yourselves. That's the best thing you can do. One of the best things you can do. Is our oranges healthy? And yes, they are. Making my mouth water. This is what it's looking like right now. I got an avocado in there, of course. I would, yeah, eat oranges. Any fruits in excess. Like I eat a lot of fruits in excess. I'm not even kidding. I don't play around. We all need to be eating fruits. I reduce a lot of the carbs that I eat. I try not to eat a lot. But fruits, I'm telling you, I just load them on. Fruits are very good. Trick 101. It's not genetics or anything. It's really just healthy eating. Your cooking is good. Thank you. What is that? Ramen? Ramen the drawer. Thank you. I try my best. Where are you guys from? What's going on with you guys? What's going on with you guys? Where are you guys from? Avi, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. I have organic strawberries here. Always get your fruits organic unless, Missouri. Okay, I'm from America. Same here. I'm in New York. I'm in New York. Living costs are not as crazy as it seems, assuming that you have an okay job. Lowell, Massachusetts. Okay, nice. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I have been to more places outside of the U.S. than I have been in the U.S. The only place I've been to the U.S. Only states are I guess Massachusetts, right? Pennsylvania, Vermont, Texas, and Florida, and New York, and New Jersey. Other than that, I haven't been to a lot of places in the United States. However, I've been to a lot of places outside of the United States. First time I've ever been welcome. Thank you, El Paso, Texas. Yeah, why not, Avi? Why not? I think that people need to be seen. I think that a lot of crime would cease to exist if people were acknowledged. That's serious. That's serious. That's a conversation for another video. But yeah, I see you. Don't you worry. Everything's bigger in Texas. I went to Dallas. Dallas was cool. I went to Austin as well. These blueberries are huge, which is really good. Well, what do you guys do for work? Or do you guys have your own businesses? Are you guys consultants? I don't know. Waiters? What do you guys do, man? Let's do this. Fruit and nut muesli. Hello, what's going on? Hello. I'm telling you, these guys on YouTube are so clever. And guys, always eat these. Everyone, eat pomegranate seeds. So good for you. So good for you. I eat a pomegranate a day. This is one of the best things you can do for yourself. My health, I take pride in my health, for sure. There is really nothing more important. Mental health, actually, that's very important. But that's something else. Okay. I like chocolate. I don't like chocolate too much. He said, I'm a teen and I sell 3D printed objects. How's that been going? You have a 3D printer at home, I imagine? Hey, yo, sorry, I can donate right now. Okay, if you feel like donating, that's great. If not, I'll keep rambling. I don't mind. Okay, it's time to eat. Oh, you can't donate because you're broke. That's cool. You don't have to donate. You can just get my information for free. Adam goes, hey, brother, did your brain grow through your hairline? I don't think that's anatomically possible, if you want to be technical about it. I know that you're making a joke, but there are far more important things to worry about than whether my hair grows to my hairline. What is it? My brain grows to my hairline? I mean, I look like, if that were the case, right? That we're in the realm of fiction, since you want to take it there. I'd look like the guy from the new Captain America movie. Right? What's his name? Strange or The Stranger? I forgot his name. He said that's true. Yeah. Let's just be a little more intelligent when bringing out an idea. I beg you, seriously. I can't eat something else. He said, yes, people just tell me what they want and I make it for them. That's a really good business, seriously. Bro, I spent 4K on a PC. That's good. If you enjoy it, if it brings you happiness, I think that's very good. I'm guessing it's a gaming PC. It's your birthday as well. It's like a lot of good things are happening with you. Are your parents gonna take you out to dinner? Like, what's your plan for your birthday? You need a custom build. Didn't you just do it? Like, why are you spending $4,000 on a PC if you're not already custom building it? Or you're just gaming with your boys? Okay. Well, if that's that's exciting for you, do it. What are you guys gonna play? I'm so out of the loop with video games now. There was this kid, so I work as a server. There was this kid I was talking to. He asked me the other day, oh, what do you do? Like, it's like, what video games have you played? Like, what video games came out back then when you were young? And then I told him like Halo 2, Halo 3, Golden Sun, Modern Warfare 2. And then he's like, oh, I remember those games. Those are like classics. I was like, and then I was just like, yeah, man, I'm pretty old. Yeah, Halo 2 was legendary, by the way. When that game came out, yeah, it was something else. But it was just interesting that where I'm talking about those games like they're classics. I mean, they are. No. You said you're 14. Okay. So it was your parents that paid $4,000 for that PC. Wow, you have very good, nice parents. I'm surprised they didn't invest that money in like language classes for you or something. Or having you go abroad. I'm very surprised. But anyway, enjoy your PC. You gave $2,900. Where'd you get it from? I don't even think you're allowed to work until you're like 16, if I remember correctly. How do you save up? What are you doing? You can't work. What's up, Mason? Welcome to the live stream. We were just talking to Hollow here, who said that he put down $4,000 for a gaming PC, which is interesting. Okay. So you held on to that money. You have some nice grandparents. That's what I'm saying. Like, what are you even playing on a PC that requires that much power? Do you like cheese? I think cheese is pretty good. Yeah, absolutely. What kind of cheese? It's still not too great. I don't know what to tell you. Minecraft. I guess level rendering speeds are like 2 seconds on that PC of yours, right? Where are you from? I'm from New York. Adam or Red Leicester? I don't know. I like washed rind cheeses. I like bries. Blue cheeses are severely underrated. I think here in the United States, usually Americans are only like when they ask for blue cheese on their burgers, they only get like Danish blue or like lame blue cheese derivatives. They don't try like camembert. Like there's a lot. Horizon, what's up? Horizon, what's up? But there's some good cheeses out there. I like a lot. I'm dead serious. Yeah, how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm going to relax today. Joyride, what's that? The betting went all right. 87 was good. What's going on, man? How's your retention journey? Oh, those are drinks. Oh, yeah, we have them, but I don't use them. It's caffeine and a lot of sugar. Why do you need that? Yeah, for the gym, I just need water. Or what the Space Jam, Bugs Bunny's team in Space Jam said, the secret stuff. What up, Mr. Mosby? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Sorry, man. Water is the best, I'm telling you. Making progress every day. So what are the things that you're doing every day? Is there a goal that you have? Like, it's good to retain, but you have to work towards something, 100%. Because that energy will just leave you. It will find a way to leave you. I'm dead serious. Linda, what's going on? Welcome back. I have a question. Abel's channel. Yeah. It was Abel that got off by his brother, right? Oh, boy. Abel, what's up? I would use that PC. I wouldn't worry about fishing. Do you have any ice? Do you do any ice baths or cold showers? Yeah. How do you get so strong? I'm going to tell you. It's very easy. People like to throw around the genetics thing, right? I say this. It's not about genetics. Maybe genetics has something to do with it. But what it really is a laser polarized focus on just doing the same things over and over. Because that's what the gym is. You don't need to just go heavy one day or something like that. No, it's being consistent. That's really what it is. And what brings you to another level in fitness is just diet. And then also, if you're ready for the next level past that, not avoiding sex, but staying away from it too much, because you retain a lot of testosterone, and testosterone is the ultimate muscle growth hormone. All the food we eat is bad for us. Well, if you have a lesser evil, Mr. Blockburner, please let it be known in the chat. You said, wait, sex is bad for you? Sex is it's not bad for you. It releases a whole bunch of chemicals that are good for you, like hormones. The thing is, if you have it excessively as a man, Yeah, you're gonna walk around depleted, for sure. What are you eating? Greek yogurt, pomegranate seeds, blueberries, strawberries, and muesli. No, but I filled up my day with productive stuff to never be distracted, so the energy is going there. 87, get into something quick, please. Get into something quick. Anything. Reading. Learning about Serbian culture. Find something interesting to you very quickly so that energy will flow, will get transmuted to that point. So if I have sex every day for 4 times, it's bad for you? Of course it is. It's natural. And this is a good view. I finally got the picture up, guys. You see it? The abstract art right there. It's a really good view. Is swimming good for you? I mean, I think you know the answer to that one. He said, bro, are you doing that? Yes. Sex was thrown at me in the last month twice, and I refused it because I just don't. There's a lot. There's a lot I have to talk about in regard to that, but I just didn't. I don't want to. Swimming gets you tired as hell. Why lie? Oh. Oh, okay. I didn't know, Cole. He said, bro, are you doing that? 4 times a day. But yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to talk about with that, but, you know. Cool, what is your question? He was asking if you really have sex 4 times, what was it, 4 times a day? Every day? Beautiful black trans male. Well, I'm not trans. What was the mistake you made with your YouTube channel? What happened? Did you misspell channel? Did you misspell channel? Is that the issue? Everyone on private. No. I'm gonna fix that up. No, we have a lot of strange people on the internet. Well, this is only natural. This is only natural. Jay Davis, what's up? What's going on, man? How are you? What is going on? What is going on? Good, man. How you doing? I'm pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. What do you think about deportations? I think that if they're illegal, then that needs to happen because you're putting a strain on already finite resources. Not to say that if in theory or hypothetically all illegal immigrants get deported, life is going to get so much better for the Americans that are actually legal. No, but been in Georgia the past 4 or 5 days for 4th of July. Georgia, like Atlanta, Georgia, like in the United States, not Georgia like Tbilisi, Kazbegi, and whatnot. Can I donate to you if you feel like it, Mr. Abel? Can you do a backflip? No, not yet. Not yet. He said, to be fair, the immigrants take the crappy job that the Americans don't want to do. And eventually, because those crappy jobs will start to pay more, naturally, if there are hypothetically no illegals to do it. And so Americans won't look at them like crappy jobs. They're just like, oh my goodness.
Let me just do it. Unless I have 87. I was in the beach yesterday. I was in the beach yesterday. I know July 4th. There was some bad fireworks. Horrible. Getting a soldier from New York City summer taking subway to Coney Island. Yeah, I was over there. I was over there for the last 2 days. What is your 1 rep max? Probably 245. Yeah, it's crazy. Life in the United States is unfair for a lot of people. Seriously. You really got to do what you got to do. But Cole, yes, I can do a backflip. You can do a backflip. You have to start a YouTube channel and then stream it. But 87, you heard me. Try to find some way to transmit that energy into a very solid, structural way. Seriously. Honestly, energy would just leave you. What you got going on today? I'm going to work on some stuff. I'm not going to stream for too long right now. But I'm going to work on some stuff. And then maybe I'll stream later. Yo, the funniest thing, I gotta tell you guys, the funniest thing happened the other day. He said, Godfrey Twin Brother, what's going on time? What's up, what's up? Life is unfair everywhere. We're here to perfect the virtues. That's serious. For yourselves. And try to teach people. What type of work do you do? I work in an Eastern European restaurant. Your body is a true temple. It is not no church. Yep. It's true. It's true. The funniest thing happened yesterday, guys. It was so funny. And it proves my point about the Eastern European culture as well. So, what was I gonna say? So I'm on the train. I left. I went to go visit, my old house, and then I'm coming to the apartment, and I'm sitting down on the train, and there was these 2 women that come in, but they were dressed up. I don't know if you guys know the movie Midsummer. Have you guys ever heard of that movie, Midsummer? With Florence Pugh. That was like one of her first movies. It was like from 2019. Guys, let me know if you heard of that movie. It was, I didn't get triggered, but I got scared. It's like, wait a minute. Anyway. Nah, it's some horror film. Midsummer. It takes place in Sweden. It's like some death cult that every summer or specific summers they have some festival, and basically a lot of foreigners get sacrificed in the most grotesque, gruesome way. So, and they all wear like, you wouldn't tell that they were a death cult. They have like white on, flowers, fruit garlands, and so the women had that on, and I'm just like, yeah, you guys. It was crowded on the train, so I just asked them if they wanted to sit down, right? And they were like, oh, thank you, and I said, yeah, I don't want any problems with you guys because I don't know if you guys know the movie Midsummer, but in Sweden, it took place in Sweden, and these guys were killing people, right? And she's like, no, we're not Swedish. No, we're Ukrainian. I was like, okay. But then she was like, but a lot of what we celebrate is similar, right? So I was like, okay, hopefully, gruesome mutilations of foreigners is not amongst them, right? She was like, no. So we ended up just having a really long conversation. Like she, what did she do? She's like, I forgot what she works in, but anyway, we traded contact information. But it was just so hilarious because I was like, wait, what the? It was such a trigger. I was like, why are they dressed like that? Are they Swedish? But yeah, it was funny as hell. It was funny. But we ended up having a really nice conversation. We spoke about Serbia. What do you think about Laura Loomer saying to feed the immigrants to the alligators in Florida? I think that's crazy. But yeah, no, it was it just proves my point. I remember before I was saying I will still I backpedaled a little bit, but I'm still gonna go back on it. Foreigners are really, it's just you have a much better conversation with foreigners, an experience in general with foreigners than you do Americans. That's just really the long, the tall, the short. Americans are like, they force everything, even to the traveled ones. Like they just force everything. Foreigners is just like, I don't know, even if they've been here for a while, they just have like this easygoingness about them. Dead Spaces burner. What's going on, Naomi? What's going on? 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 What is going on? I was just telling these guys this story. I met these Ukrainian women last night on the train when I was coming back to the place, and I thought they were Swedish because they were dressed up like the women from Midsummer, the ones that were mutilating people. The name is a joke, but it stuck for a while. Dead Spaces burner. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Naomi, I don't get it. Well, it's good to see you again. No, seriously, you know that movie, right? No bears, I hope. Was there bears in that movie? Yes, there were. There was, but the bear got like burnt, right? It was meant to be sacrificed. You see what I'm talking about? What should I eat for lunch? Something not processed, preferably. I'll tell you that. Please skip the processed foods. But yeah, Naomi, that's what was going on. I saw them, right? The bear. Yeah, it got sacrificed, right? Anyway, ground beef is good. It's processed, like literally processed, but it's still really good for you as long as the fat content is under 10%. You'd be good. Naomi, so what was I saying? So I was on the train. I'm heading to coming back home to my apartment. Then I see these two women come in the train, and they were all dressed up like the women from the movie. So I was like, I don't want any problems. Like I don't want any problems. I just said, do you guys want to sit? Sorry, because it was crowded. They were like, oh, thank you so much. So then I asked them if they were Swedish. And they were like, no. And I was like, oh, because I don't know if you know the movie Midsummer, but the women in that movie were from Sweden, and then they were dressed up like you guys, and they were going around taking foreigners to Sweden and then killing them, right? She was like, no, we're Ukrainian. But a lot of what we celebrate are the same thing. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I don't know if you heard of that movie. She's like, no, I haven't heard of the movie. But I ended up sending it to her via Instagram after we met. But it was hilarious. Like it was so traumatizing because it was the same outfits. And I'm like, yeah, I don't it's enough I already suffered. Like I don't want to get mutilated either, right? So but it was fun though. We ended up like changing the conversation topic. We talked about Serbia, we talked about Eastern Europe, all that. She was like, I told her that Serbia is one of the most expensive countries, if not the most expensive country in the Balkans, and she's like, no. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Yeah, so much foreign investment. So I'm low-key nearly getting kidnapped. Dude, I'm telling you, man, it was crazy. They were dressed the same. It was her and her mother. But it also proves my point, too. Like about Eastern Europe. The people from Eastern Europe. Like, it's just easy to talk to them. Like, they're very easygoing. With Americans, it's just so much. It's like, because I lost all track of time speaking to them. I had to catch myself and realized that my stop was the next stop. So I was like, yo, we should talk more. I'm like, what's your Instagram? She was like, oh, here's my Instagram. You know, it was cool. It was really cool. So that's what happened. But it was just charming. Like, she had a lot to say. She was nice. Like, it was cool, man. Hey, what's going on? Paige Louise Robinson. Where are you from? I don't want to make an assumption. I feel like you're from England. She's like, all right. No, I'm just saying. It was because the conversation just happened. It was just like, you know. But yeah, how have you been, Naomi? You said you were ill the last time we spoke, which was a couple days ago. How are you feeling now? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? I am going to relax in the house a little and live stream with you guys, for you guys, and then work on some stuff and then live stream later. I have an important hospital appointment in 2 weeks, so hopefully a bit better soon. I hope you are. No, because you were saying you were ill the other day, so I was a little worried, you know. So it sounds serious, so I'm not gonna probe any further. I hope you're right, though. You know. No, it's okay. It's okay, Naomi. We all gotta be here for each other, you know. That's really what it is. Look, I haven't heard from you in a while, so I was just, you know, it's good to have you here again. I can't say it's 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Oh, right. Australia. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Sleep well. I'll try and get here earlier next time. That's my fault. I maybe should have. I need to announce my live streams and then commit to doing them. You know, have a great one. Yeah. No, for sure, Naomi. I shall. Sleep well. Thanks for coming by. And get better soon, please. Anyway, who else is left, guys? What is going on? What's going on? What is going on? Who is still here? It's a refrigerator after opening, right? All right, who's still around? Anyone? Anyone here? Anyone home? This is like reminiscent of the old days when I used to really stream. Except I was walking around and whatnot. It was different. It was different time. Let us check my emails. I'm always waiting, man. It's so annoying.
Man is just constantly waiting. Waiting. Nothing. Nothing yet. I'm waiting for very good news. I mean, well, yeah, it's going to be pretty good news. So if I get this will be great. But if I don't, then I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going. Anyway, what's going on, guys? What's going on? What's going on? Social media, I swear. Anyway, guys, let's have a discussion. What are we going to chat about? Let's have a discussion. Guys, bring up something. Bring up something to talk about. Should we talk about semen retention again? Should we talk about life again? Should we talk about working? Should we talk about leaving the United States? Right? I haven't spoken about that in a while. What should we talk about? Ask me questions. Right? I will spare you no truths. Or no lies. I will spare you no truths. No. Yeah, I'll spare you no truths. You know? It's a lot, man. You know, since you're here, right? Since you guys, there's not a lot of people chatting and whatnot, I could be a little tricky. Dang, only 5 watchers. It's a tough grind, Mr. Tobias. It's a tough grind. Didn't you go on a trip recently? Aren't you on a trip currently? Right? Yeah, I got to Slovakia. Really? Okay, what is going on here? It is already. Hi, I'm back. What's going on, Abels? Yes, how's it? How's Slovakia? How is it? What have you gotten up to? Why are you even on this live stream if you're over there? I wouldn't be on the internet if I was over there. Like, I wouldn't even be on YouTube looking for live streams. I'll just be out there experiencing the life in Slovakia. This is annoying, man. How can you find this? What state do you live in? New York. Why are you still on the internet? Go outside and experience Slovakia. Go out and experience Slovakia. Get off the live stream. I don't know why you're here. Seriously. If I were you, I would definitely be out enjoying Slovakia right now. I wouldn't even. I would just get into some trouble. I'm going to be here for 6 weeks. Still, I would still go out and do something.
Pan says, chocolate. Yeah, no, it's a lot of chocolate is made with a high fructose corn syrup, so I would stay away from that. Unless you're fetishizing another dark-skinned person, in which case, if you're happy, I guess, I'm happy for you. People don't go outside anymore. It's sad. Yes, it's very, very. I'm telling you, it's very, very sad. I have not seen you in ages. I'd rather see you. Oh, okay, fair enough. I'm just saying because Slovakia is so nice. 6 weeks, man. I would. There's so many things you could do. But yeah, not a lot of people are going outside. I feel like. I agree. I agree. That's because there's I don't know. When people are outside, it's only because they have to go. They have to work. They have to go to the supermarket. So on. They have to, run their chores and whatnot. But I don't know. I don't understand why people would not. I mean, I can get it. I guess outside could be an intimidating place. People are not very nice. Maybe they live in crowded areas and people have like anxiety about crowds, and so they don't want to be in the crowd. They don't want to get bumped into. All that stuff. I guess I can understand it, but I just couldn't do it. You have to experience life. You have to like go into it. Fresh air and sunlight and grounding is great for mental health. It is. What's even great for mental health too? Introspection. Introspection and reflection on behaviors. That's really it. Staying off of social media. Because some of these video titles I'm seeing on YouTube, it's just the worst. They're just the worst. They're just telling you, this is how men need to speak to women because women are like this. And then it's like, come on, man. Like, that's not, come on. But you see, we're also in, like, it ties into the situation where, that you just mentioned, people are not going outside. When you don't have a lot of experiences at all in general, then we have a really nuanced view on life based off what people are telling us on the internet. And that's not good at all either. Seriously. Like, it's horrible. There's a lot of things that happen in real life that can't be explained really so much on the internet. And because it's a very case-by-case basis. There can be umbrella situations. You can't have an umbrella opinion for many things. Seriously. But people don't understand that. People don't understand that at all. And then people are shy, and I guess they validate not speaking to, or not experiencing life because they're shy, and then they have people on the internet that like sort of increase and exaggerate these feelings in a pseudo-logical way, and so they live so much of their lives not interacting or not really putting themselves out there. So I guess I understand why people don't go outside. And then there's some scary stuff too that's going around on the internet. Like there was a guy, I was at Union Square the other day, because I'm in New York. Kids need to get out and be kids. No, for sure. Pen, I agree with you. I agree with you a lot. 100%. And it's even more than that because there's just so much that we're not paying attention to. I should just bring this. Like there's the issue with adult film content. A lot of people are looking at that, which we're not even supposed to be looking at in the first place because it's horrible for you. All this, I'm telling you, all this stuff. And we really don't understand a lot. I think a lot of people just don't understand a lot about life. Seriously. Crazy times we live in right now. See, you're telling me. Like, adult film content is just so bad for you. I haven't watched that in years.
It's so bad for you. It's so horrible for you. You don't even know. But I don't know. It's just mad for no reason, Sabrina. Sabrina, what's going on? Hey. Oi, oi. Oi, oi. But I agree. Seriously, Pan, more people need to go outside. For sure. People need to go outside and get embarrassed a little bit. You see someone that you like, just try to talk to them. And if it doesn't work, then whatever. You feel so good. Your psyche will thank you when you go home. I mean, maybe you'll dwell on the rejection for a very long time. Because it can go two ways, you know? Where you become jaded and cynical because of that seemingly traumatic situation because you put yourself out there and you were rejected, and it sort of validates this self-feedback loop that you're not good enough for the world, which is not true. It was just you just had a bad experience. People get yeah, I agree. I did oi earlier, but you were busy showing your lettuce. I did. I didn't see you. Maybe I confused your name with someone else. That's what it was. Sorry. It wasn't on purpose. It wasn't on purpose. Show him a lettuce. People do need to get out of their comfort zone. There's just so much in life just outside of your comfort zone. A lot of things have been happening recently. I went up, so Sabrina, I went out on some date on yesterday. It was so. It just proves my point, man. I didn't even want to go. It's just that I already committed, and so I didn't want to just turn my back on it. It wasn't. I'll explain what I do on my channel though. I'll answer your first question. Your first question. So what I do on my channel, I talk a lot about men's sexual health. I talk about men's mental health, and I talk about travel a lot too because I like to travel. I used to live in Colombia. I used to live in London. I went to Australia. I went to Switzerland. I went to Austria. I went to Albania. I went to Kosovo, Serbia, Hungary, Bosnia, Romania. I went to the Caribbean. I went to South America. I went to Mexico. I went to France, all over France. I travel a lot, so I try to talk about a lot of these experiences on the channel, especially in tandem with men's mental health. For your second question, it was just this, how we met is I work at this Eastern European restaurant as a server. And by the way, top wine seller. Just I gotta let you know, because Summer just knows what he's doing. That's what, it's the Eastern European culture too. It's just, for some reason, it's just, me and the Eastern Europeans are just like this. Dead serious, right? That's number one. Number two, I met her there. I was talking to her friend, this guy that was new to dating because he spent most of his life, he's Korean, he spent most of his life just doing well in school and getting a good job. And now he has it, and so he was set up by his friends or his family with this girl that's very Christian. But you know, I guess they figure that they'll have some mutual interest. And I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that you should put all your eggs in one basket, especially with this one, because this is like one of your first experiences, and you need to spend some time trying to figure out what it is you don't like, or you like, because you're gonna end up settling for something. Because you have like this, you're a novice at this, and so you're gonna not have so many boundaries, and you're gonna take on a lot of what's going on with this girl as something that reigns true in a relationship. So I said, you want to figure this out very, very quickly and try not to commit too much to the situation unless she's, reciprocating, because you're just going to be very, very disappointed at the end. And then I gave him my personal experience, and then he was like, yeah. So one of the girls ended up giving me their phone number after they left. And I was like, okay, this is cool, but I didn't really get a good look at her. Right? Because I wasn't even during the conversations that we were having at the table, because I just wasn't interested. And that should have been number one. But I was just like, whatever. So we went out, man, and it's just because I like to talk, and it's not even just like we're just having an intellectual conversation. I like to just we play fight on the day. There was a girl I went out with
really long time ago. And then we ended up play fighting on the date. It was fun, and we shared a lot of information about ourselves to each other, but it was fun. You know, this one, it's like very technical. I do this, and I'm just like, I wasn't even excited. I really wasn't. I think you explained this when you were painting. I did, Sabrina. Sabrina. I did explain this, but it's just, I didn't go on the date yet, and I went on yesterday, and I knew it. All my suspicions were confirmed. I was like, this was so, not only, and of course you have to be, as a guy, you have to be a guy. Right? You have to be a guy. So I paid for the whole thing, which I didn't have a problem with. But I'm just, looking back, it was expensive. For what? Well, for what? It was corny. The date was just, yeah. And there's just no curvas. She had no curves. I'm just like, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? Oh my goodness. Anyway, Facebook Marketplace artist, how abstract do you want this piece to be? What's going on, Uzman? And I say yes. Speaking of abstract, sorry. I have the painting up. I have it up. Stop playing. I have it up. It looks so good. I come into the house and I just see it, and it's great. I just hope it's not, any like sort of contemporary horror film situation where I wake up at like 3 o'clock at night and then there's just some dark form just right in front of the painting and it's just looking at me. At that point, you know what? All things considered, us going through a whole bunch of stuff, I'm just gonna be like, yo, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Just take me out now. Take me out now. Seriously, what's going on, Janine? I just be like, yo, I just take me out now. What is it that you could possibly do to me that's not gonna be crazy? That's crazy as I've experienced recently. Sabrina says, I get it. It all gets put on the man on the first date, which I don't mind. Sabrina, I think that us men should be paying for the first date, because especially if you invite someone out, I think that you should pay for it. Why not? Why not? I think it's cool. I don't mind. It's just that, like, with that, it's just like, why? It must be even more dread when you ain't even feeling it. Yeah, that's Sabrina. I was just there. I was really just there. I did it because I felt like obligated to just do it. So I just, to go on the date. So I was just, I did it. Should I tell you something interesting? Shall I give you the spare? Like Sephiroth. Yeah, tell me something interesting. I shall, where's the painting you did? Okay, where's the paintings? I'll show you them both. Actually, let's do it. Yeah, she said, I don't know. I've always paid my share unless it's my birthday or something. No. That means these guys are not really, yeah, I wouldn't let you pay, Sabrina. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, here's one. Harmony, what's going on? This is one of them. And then here is the other one. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just painting. So that's what it was. Okay, Sombra Van Gogh. Sombra Van Gogh. I just been having a rough week this week, but I'm just chilling. What's going on, Harmony? Let us know. But all in all, I'm telling you, it was pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I was like trying to bring up like some funny moments, and she's like the type that like she's like, you're talking to her, and she will agree with what you're saying because she finds it entertaining, and she's like, yeah, for sure, like closing her eyes, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And there's just like no passion. There was just no emotion. Because the hung up painting is an abstract piece, it can be rotated to any side. It's a 4-in-1 painting. It's true, but on the bottom right, there's a signature from the artist, so sort of confirms it being. No, dead serious, Sabrina. I'm dead serious. No, I got what you meant, Sabrina. She said, rotating to a different side could trigger a different perspective of the painting. You're welcome. Oh my gosh. I thought that too, but there's clearly a bottom because of the signature. So I can't disrespect the the vision that the artist wanted to portray to us all, to the viewers and whatnot. So I have it, what's going on is that 2 of our roommates are fighting and the cops have been involved. The cops came over to my house 5 times this summer. That's annoying. This is why I did not want roommates. I'm dead serious, because I'm gonna clean all the time. I like to have my place clean, and I know that a lot of people are just not clean. Especially like when I came here, like when I was trying to clean the apartment initially when I got it, and I saw the state of the stove and the wall behind the stove and the floor in the kitchen, I was like, oh my, how can people, I don't know how people can use the stove and not clean it immediately afterwards. Like all of that gunk from the oil, the meat, or whatever you're cooking, it gets stuck and it just accumulates and accumulates. It's so bad. I don't know how people do this. What's the plan today then? I'm gonna work on some stuff. I'm not gonna live stream for too long, and then afterwards I'll probably live stream in the evening. Artist objective, ignore the artist's signature, fight against the norm. You are correct. How much do you bench press? You know what what a better question is, Mr. Abderrahman Hashish? What are the steps I can take to go against the perceived, perpetuated norm about the interaction between the sexes in society and have an independent mind? How can I do that? Does it mean staying off the internet for too long? Does it mean sort of going and reading some Albert Camus, René Descartes, sort of getting into the idea of the levels behind the physical nature of the world and sort of making an understanding about that? Maybe how we've been taught, right? Or how we've been goaded to look at things is not the correct way, right? Maybe all women are not materialistic. Maybe all men aren't controlling. Maybe these are ideas that you should entertain in your consciousness just for a little bit. If you do that, you maintain that for over a week, I guarantee that the experiences that you will have in that week will change your life. I promise you. Entertain those thoughts that perhaps what we're being told about women might be incorrect. What does that have to do with how much you bench press? It doesn't have anything to do with that. That's the idea. I just wanted to tell you that idea because this is my live stream. I could tell you to, to consider black holes, right? Consider how interesting the idea of a singularity point in a black hole is and how time doesn't exist within a black hole, right? Or changes, mutates completely, which sort of gives that, raises that idea like, oh, time is like, what is time? Time is solid. It's a thing. It exists. It's crazy. It exists like something solid, something you could touch it almost. Has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with bench pressing. Physics del piso. I'm just saying, I have yet to come across a lady who isn't materialistic. Come on. I don't think all of them are like that. This last girl that I was with, she wasn't materialistic. She really wasn't. She's like, I'm completely lost. Not shocking, but I thought I'd share. No. I'm gonna live stream now, but then I'm gonna cut it off and work on some stuff, and then come back on later. Maybe I'll go to Sheepshead Bay because I can just take a bus and I'm right there. Let's go. Let's do it. He said this isn't a utopia. I'm telling you, Usman, you have to go out there. Go out there. There are women that are not materialistic. Seriously. The thing is, you have to also understand too that the more resources you accumulate, it's like you're showing to the opposite sex that you can take care of yourself. You can accumulate resources and you could provide. That's really what it's about. So that's not a completely bad thing, but it only becomes bad when that's the focal point of her attraction to you. Now how you're just solely in you providing resources. If that's the sole avenue through which she is attracted to you, then I'm sorry. That is that's pretty bad. I gotta go to my dad's in a little bit, which is always fun. I'm so damn tired. Aren't we all? How much do you shoulder press? Look, he changed his name. He changed his name.
He changed his name. He changed his name. You gotta change the color of your profile picture too. You know, change it from the lilac. Wasn't much of a camouflage. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, Sabrina. Which is why I'm laughing now. Yeah, how much do you shoulder press? And he's trying a different angle now. You know what's more important? You know, okay, you're a different person. You're definitely not Abdel Rahman, right? Mr. AR. I think what's more important than trying to figure out what a live streamer shoulder presses is trying to figure out why is it that we're in this carbon-based universe fading away physically day after day after day after day after day, right? That's a question that you should ask yourself. What you should also ask yourself is, do you think that finding true intimacy in this life can substitute the compulsive need that a lot of men all over the world have, right, for some reason, to look at adult film content? These are questions that we need to be asking, not, oh, how much do you shoulder press? That is irrelevant. You know what I was looking at the other day, Sabrina? There was this video. I love. That's what inspired the title. The Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. It's my favorite movie in the series. It is so fun. Jack Sparrow is just going. He is so funny. This guy is like, hey, it's sunshine. She said, hi, Sombra. How is it going at your new place? It's good. No, it's good. I've been enjoying myself. I've really been enjoying myself. The neighbors are not very talkative, but that's okay. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we have some people that are talkative, though. I had some interesting experiences recently, but it's been good. Thank you very much for the floating heart. Oh, Johnny Depp plays Sparrow so well. So there's some scene, right, where Jack Sparrow's father is a unique character, too. Yes. There's some scene on Stranger Tides when they're planning the mutiny against Blackbeard. That's one of my favorite scenes. He's like, gentlemen, the topic is mutiny. I agree to sail under Jack Sparrow, not some fake captain, and it's a lady at that. The guy comes in with the swords. It's like, I was able to gather some swords. Yeah, great. So Jack Sparrow's like this. Okay, guys, listen, we got to get some intel, right? Has Blackbeard ever left his cabin? No, not I've seen. Okay, he's never left his cabin. He has to come out sometime, right? No, I have never seen him really. No. All right, has he have anyone seen Blackbeard? It's like, no, I haven't. Okay, never left his cabin, doesn't come out at all. No one's ever seen him. I have good news, gentlemen. Blackbeard's ship doesn't exist. The Queen's Anne's Revenge doesn't exist. They're like, no, it does exist for sure. He's like, how do you know? I saw the name in the back of the ship. Yeah. What's going on? Hey, Blurization, what's up? With our roommates fighting, I felt so scared. For sure, it's crazy. He's like, listen, gentlemen, says, fellow conspirators, we have been monstrously deceived. The guy is like, so we've been decepted then. Jack Sparrow's like, yes. I love Pirates of the Caribbean. I swear. It's straight up Jack Sparrow giving the other pirates a light bulb moment. That's serious, but they're just slow. They're just slow. Oh my gosh. I love that movie. That movie is genius. It's like my favorite movie. He was like, we have to go get to the Fountain of Youth. And then as soon as someone mentioned it, the old guy had a stick in his hand and it broke. And he's like looking at his hand like in a bewilderment, like, oh my God, it wasn't me that broke the stick. It was just the spirit in the room that came in after he said the Fountain of Youth. So funny. Anyway, that was hilarious. But Sunshine, how are you doing? Yeah, the neighbors are not very talkative in this place, but it's cool. Well, some of them. Actually, not. No, yeah. I'm learning a lot, actually. I'm actually learning quite a bit. Actually, I'm really learning quite a bit. I don't want to learn this, but this is just what it is. So it's kind of wild. Captain Teague, Working for the British was hilarious too. Yes, that whole, I'm telling you, that whole film, the series is just, they're just hilarious. What else? Barbosa, yes. Yes. But he had his own ambitions. That's why he even did that. That's why he defected. Yeah. 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 I was saying this earlier, guys. See, I'm not much for over talkative neighbors. Can't even put your bin out without a 20-minute conversation. What the hell? Yeah, well, Sabrina, because they don't know you. They're just trying to get to know you because you don't like to talk. That's it. I'm not saying I'm going to hold you there for 20 minutes. But hey, oh, what's your name? Sabrina. Sabrina. Wow. You ever watch Sabrina and the Teenage Witch? I wouldn't say that. But I'm just saying, you know, I would just, because I don't know you. Like, they don't know you, so they're trying to figure you out. Yeah, but like, come on. They're trying to figure you out. You're just like quickly going outside to dumping your trash and then, you know, coming back in. Like, come on. I'm telling you, I said this. Look. I had a conversation with the guy right across the hall from me. So I was like, hey, man, what's going on? Right? The fifth one finished on a damn cliffhanger. Yep. Yep. It's kind of unfortunate. It's really kind of unfortunate. And it sucks because, you know, Johnny is not doing the next one. So, but anyway, so I said, hey, man, what's going on? My name is Sombra. You know, I just moved in here. Okay, cool. All right. What's your name? Miles. Oh, Miles, man, it's good to meet you. Good to meet you. Anything I should, like, you know, look out for in this place? No, not really. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, have a good day. Yeah, see ya. Close the door. I'm like, what is going on in this place? Then there was another dude. I think he was going into his apartment. I was like, hey, what's going on? I live right here. He's like, all right, have a good night. He just went inside. I was like, yo, what is going on with this place? What is going on with this place? No one wants to, they don't even offer, but all I'm saying, in the Sheep's Head Bay building that I was interested initially in, that somehow the landlord stopped contacting me, even though I was obviously I was interested in the place, you know, renting a place. We came in, we had the Eastern European woman that really wanted to get to know us. Then we had the Russian older woman that got happy that we were asking questions and I was polite. Then we had the super who was really nice too. Then we had the son. I'm telling you, it's just different. It's just different over there. Over here, it's just like these guys, man. It's all right though. The apartment is great. I love this place. Yeah, I did all the pleasantries for the first couple months, but I don't need conversation every time I say, what the hell? You know what, Serena? It's all right. It's all right. I wouldn't mind. It would be nice to have, I went into the elevator the other day. It was kind of full, right? I came in, I was like, hello, what's going on, everyone? I'm like, all right, oh, well, going to a second floor, you know, I just pressed the button. Nobody say anything. Okay. Ding, you know, second floor. I was like, all right, have a good night. I'm like, what is going on in this place, man? No, it's not. It's Usman, let's talk. Let's talk. Can we talk? Can we talk? Can we talk? You may be right, but you may be wrong. I may be crazy, but it just might be a lunatic that you're looking for. Too late to fight. I was just referencing Billy Joel. But I'm just saying, no. You may be right, honestly. I was referencing a Billy Joel song. You may be right. I may be crazy. Hey, but it just might be a lunatic you're looking for. Too late to fight. Don't try to save me. You may be wrong, but all I know is you may be right. Billy Joel? Come on, guys. Billy Joel? Anyway, the point is, Usman, listen, let's talk. Let's talk. I don't bring up race. I really don't. She said white dance, something like that. Yeah, that's kind of rude. None of them. None. Sabrina, none. But it's okay. I didn't take anything personally. I was just like, it's interesting. It's like I'm in a Twilight Zone or something. But I don't bring up race. I really don't, because I like to think that there are more important things to worry about, such as the aforementioned things, right? Black holes, singularity points, you know, perhaps us being incorrect about our appraisals about other people, you know, because we were fed and conditioned with some lies on social media about people. It's things like that. I like to think that those things are more important. But my neighborhood is not even gentrified. It's like very, very classic. White Point, what's going on? Welcome back, welcome back. Yellow Vest Del Piso is a one-man concert. It's you know, it's my gym shirt. My neighborhood is not gentrified. Yeah, it's not, and they're not very talkative at all. There's a lot of like emotionally charged individuals in the neighborhood. Usman is here. I didn't think I told you. I was going to work one day. All right, I'm good as well. Thanks for asking. Nice. What time's your evening live? And I'll come back. Probably like 6:30, 7 o'clock. I'm going to work. Right. Sabrina, I was going to. Oh, guys, Usman as well. It was mainly Usman. I'm going to work. I'm just hearing some screaming, right? I'm just like, okay, fair enough. This is just what to expect, right? But then it was a traffic cop getting screamed at by someone else. So I was thinking, you know, just like off the mere just glance at the situation. Okay, maybe like the guy, you know, the traffic cops are always overstretching anyway. You know, they always want to fulfill a quota and doing, you know, these things that just annoy people. That may be it, right? That may be the situation. What it was is that the guy was clearly double parked, obstructing traffic. The traffic cop threatened to put a ticket on his car unless he moved the car. The guy is cursing at the traffic cop. Go about your business. Go about your business. I'm like, wait a minute. You're wrong. How can one vehemently defend an objectively incorrect stance? I'm like, what is this the delusion that we're in right now? Like, okay, yes, I understand that you know, in much more sophisticated areas, right? You know, much more I don't know, like, you know, in the classroom, people would try, you know, when they're clearly wrong, there is a sophisticated, clever way to defend their ego, but whilst not conceding defeat, right? I understand that. And I thought that that's how people usually operate. Because when I'm, you know, where I'm around, people do that, right? People don't usually show all their cards, right? Like, oh, this is me, and you better accept me, and whatnot. The guy was clearly wrong. The guy was clearly wrong, and he's yelling at the traffic cop, intimidating me. I'm like, this is the business. Ka-ching. Dude, I'll be counting sheep. Okay, let me go see the father, and I'll see what you're on later. Yes, please. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you. Talk to your neighbors, please. God damn it. Have some conversations. God damn it, Sabrina. So yeah, Usman, it was crazy. What's going on, Amtunes? Upside down world. But let's talk about. She said, "Hell no." I tried. Bye. Well, remember I had this whole thing, guys, where I said, you know, maybe, remember in the beginning, like, you know, when I used to start live streaming, you guys used to, you know, come in for the first time, and I was like, yeah, gentrified neighborhoods are trash because no one likes to talk to one another and so on and so forth. Yeah, I'm not even in a gentrified neighborhood. I mean, there's some gentrification is happening slowly but surely because it's a good area, you know, in terms of amenities and whatnot. But I don't know. It's just like a lot of emotionally charged individuals. Like, there's just no emotional maturity in this place. Like, what is going on? I sometimes YouTube videos called Only in New York. I'm not sure what New Yorkers brag about. You know what it is too? I think people laud, L-A-U-D, very passionate outbursts of emotion, illogically, as like something proud, like as something very good to do, as something very, like, you gotta be this way, you gotta be emotional, right? Someone accidentally bumps into you in a densely populated city,
you must stand your ground. You must prove yourself because it's a disrespect to your legacy, it's a disrespect to you, your race, your bloodline, everything. Even though on a basic, standard, objective level, like I mentioned before, the city is densely populated, right? And people just didn't see you. It just happens that way. You don't need to take everything personally. But we just don't know that really here. That's the situation. What can you do? Miguel, what's going on, man? Someone, Amtunes, what's up? He said New York vitamin water doesn't even sound good. Ugh. Nah, it's I don't drink any of that stuff. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have some sparkling water right now. Actually, I'm gonna have some of that. Miguel, how are you doing? But this is Uzman. This is what's going on. Like it's just a lot of uncontrolled passions, especially in this neighborhood. I'm just like, come on, man, I can't do this. I can't do this. That's what I don't want to say this, man. I really don't want to say this because it's wrong. Maybe is it wrong? It's just an observation. A proud New Yorker, he's a loyalist to sky high rents, smelly public transportation, and the rats the size of cats. And there's a lot of experiences that go on here too. He said, "I'm fine." That's good to hear, Miguel. What have you been up to? I'm just saying, like in Sheepshead Bay, you go to the gym here. I have a gym near my house, and it's a good gym. I think people stay to themselves. It's not bad. I mean, there's some groups, large groups. People have been all right so far, right? It's a lot of mess everywhere. People leave their weights everywhere. Sorry. Okay, that's fine. You go to the Blank Gym. It's a public gym, by the way. You go there in Sheepshead Bay. You're paying the same amount, by the way. You're paying the same subscription as if you were going to the location that's near my house or the one I was going to before when I was living at my other place. You pay the same subscription in Sheepshead Bay. Everyone is kind. There are big smiles at the door. Of course, the regulars are very trepidatious. Have a lot of trepidation about speaking to the newcomers. But once you integrate properly and show that you're a person that with emotional maturity that can control themselves, that can hold a conversation objectively and not make everything about themselves, you get accepted into the fold very quickly. Everything is clean. You seldom see weights on the floor. It's just completely different. It's just a completely ordered society. And it makes me think a lot. I'm not, guys, I'm telling you, it just makes me think a lot. Some del Piso is not a racist. I'm not. But it's just, I don't know. I'm noticing a lot of things and I just don't want to have to notice these things. Man, I don't. What's your morning push-up and squat routine? I just go to the gym. I would warm up with pull-ups. I would warm up with bench presses, depending on what day it is. With legs, I warm up with squats. That's going to happen on Wednesday. Somer, do you believe in Jesus Christ? Yes, I believe in Jesus Christ. Why not? He, no matter how much I'm telling you, whenever it comes to Jesus Christ, I think about the quote, "Many are called, few are chosen." And for the ones that are chosen, you just start feeling so like it's a lot. It's a lot of pain. Being chosen doesn't mean that you're going to walk on a red carpet all the way to the top, right? It's actually much more toiling than the people that are called, or even the majority that's not even mentioned at all. That's serious. Uzman says it's not a race thing, it's a culture thing. Huge difference. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. I don't know, it's just different. Uzman is it's just night and day. Maybe, I'm gonna tell you something. Let's talk, Uzman. You ready? Because I don't think I mentioned what happened.
I didn't want to mention the whole story because, none of the regulars were around. Let's go, El Magnate, 581. 55.9 la calle. I'm kidding. Yo, what's going on? ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? Estoy bien, relajando. Ya quité la casa muy temprano en la mañana para el gimnasio, pero ya necesité volver porque hay ¿cómo se dice? Una persona de Nicaragua que necesita, ¿cómo se dice? Reparar la electricidad de mi casa, de la casa, porque el sistema de electricidad en el edificio está muy antiguo. So the guy needed to update my thing. So I wasted time. He said, dímelo, estaba de vacación. ¿A dónde? Where'd you go? I'm going to tell you something, Usman. Look, check this out. I just don't want to have to notice this. This is kind of crazy. I went to go visit my old house last night. He said, cool, I'm glad. Yeah, por fin. I get on the train. I wanted to just take a walk. I could have taken another train to go directly to my house, but I didn't want to do that. He said Mexico, Honduras, and Bahamas. Que bueno. Damn, I know you had fun. So, Usman, man, I sit on the train. There's like these two girls just sitting next to me. They just seem like they had enough of life, right? They just seemed very out of it, like angry, right? They just seemed out of it. I wouldn't say angry, but they seemed like they didn't want to talk to anyone. So I was like, I didn't want to talk to them either, but I was just like, it's just something I noticed. So then I was just sitting down relaxing, and I don't know what I was thinking about. I was like, maybe thinking about the weather, who knows. Then the train door opens on the next stop. These two women walk in, right? So one was older, one was younger. I figured, okay, maybe one was the mother, one was the the daughter. So what triggered me the most was their outfits, because the outfits were reminiscent of the women from Midsummer, the movie. I don't know if you guys know that, the one that took place in Sweden, where they were bringing all these foreigners to Sweden during the Midsummer Festival, where it's like perpetual sun for a couple of days, and mutilating them, right? I was scared as hell. So she kept looking over towards the space between me and the other guy, and I figured, okay, does she want to sit? Do you guys want to sit? And she's like, yeah, thank you. So she tells her mom to go sit, and the mom said, thank you. I was like, oh, no, don't even worry about it. I asked the younger woman, I'm like, are you Swedish, right? She's like, oh, no, why did you ask that? I was like, because your outfit, I don't know if you know the movie Midsummer, but it was a movie about like this death cult that was going around taking foreigners from, wherever they're from to Sweden during the time of this festival and just mutilating them, right? So, and they were wearing the same thing you guys were wearing. So I was just like, I want to give her a seat just so there's no problems, right? Right. So she's laughing. She's like, no, it's not that. Even though, there's a lot of things that we celebrate that's the same with Sweden. So she's like, we're from Ukraine. And they were just, yeah, El Magnate, yo tengo un departamento nuevo. Qué bueno. So look. So then she started explaining her culture a lot. And it was just very comfortable speaking. I can't explain it. It was just very, it was just no issues. Like I never had things that I didn't know what to say. It was never a moment like that because she was just interesting and engaging. It was crazy. So I was like, okay, Ukrainian, right? I was like, I only know Privit in your language. So the mother was like, oh, that's very good, right? Because, I guess, I pronounce it with a good accent. I was like, but I know more Russian than Ukrainian, so I'm sorry for that. She's like, why do you know more Russian? I was like, there's a guy I was training with in Sheepshead Bay. He's from Belarus, and he was teaching me, Paruskia, right? So she was like, oh, that's cool, but you got to learn some Ukrainian. So we ended up just talking a lot, chatting. And the girls were like constantly looking up with like a really stink face, like a really bad face. And I was just like, well, what's going on, right? I just noticed it, but I was like, maybe I'm just talking too excitedly. And people get angry whenever I speak excitedly about something, which is, I don't know, it's very weird. But anyway, then the train was about to, came to realize that my stop was the next stop because we were just chatting, and then she was like, I said, "Oh, I would like to talk to you again. We should like let's trade Instagram." She's like, "Yeah." So I gave her my Instagram, and then she sent me a message like right after, and she's like, "Yeah, we'll talk later." So I was like, and she knows Spanish too, by the way, the Ukrainian girl. It was crazy. So I was just like, this is why, like, I swear, the Eastern European culture, we just get along. We just get along. But Uzman, this is what I noticed. It was like this really angry face, and from the girls, and I was just like, why is that? I just decided to carry on with my life, you know. But it's just something, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, it's a very good time in my life right now. Well, at least it should be. It's getting better. It's getting better. But I'm telling you, the Eastern European is what it is. It's a great culture. This in general. There was the Bulgarian woman from the work. They try to say that like it's such a bad culture. What is it? They're very racist or something. I was like, I don't know. I mean, you know better because you're from over there, but I don't know, man. I haven't experienced that yet. I think it all depends on how you carry yourself, right? I think that's what it's about. I think it's always been like that. Yeah. My gym is interesting, though. I could say that. My gym is pretty interesting. You know. Anyway, guys. What else? Let's chat. Ask me some questions, please. I actually have a video that I want to come out with, which is an update. So, a Black American man speaking English, Russian, and Spanish. Sombra Pokemon use confusion. Highly effective. What's up, my boy? What's going on? Ninth God Flow forever. Cooked. Yo, de verdad. Cooked. Uzman, I'm starting to... I don't like to look at the whole race thing. I really don't. But since I've been in this neighborhood, it's just been more and more apparent to me. I also realized, I was looking in the mirror today too. He said, LMAO, my G. What's going on, Ninth God? What's up? Yasha, Yahoo. What's going on? Shalom, my brother. How you doing? What's up? You remember, of course, cooked. De verdad. I looked in the mirror after in between sets today, and I was like, I have a lot of strengths. Like a lot of strengths. Like no one cares about physical strength, any of that silly stuff, that bollocks, right? That Uzman's people like to talk about, you know, they like to push around that word, bollocks, right? I realize I have a lot of strengths. Like there's not a lot of people that do this, right? You know, I could speak English. Yo puedo hablar español. Eu falo pouco português. Je parle un peu le français. On ne flasse pas chi. That's it. Like I understand a lot about stuff. Like it's crazy. He said, you're talking about our superpowers. I don't know. I don't know if that's my superpower. I think this is just my abilities. They say one and the same, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't see, I don't know, man. I don't know. Uzman, I have no idea. Maybe it's probably his culture and upbringing. Perhaps, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. I just can't explain it. But I realized that I'm very unique. I'm very, very unique. And I forgot how unique I was. Because, I don't know, no one comments on it or no one says anything about it. And I just think of it as something normal. Like this is just to me, it's a logical path to take. We are in a place if I'm going to Sheep's Head Bay all of the time, why is it that I wouldn't want to pick up any Eastern European language or culture? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Also, why is it that I'm gonna keep, if I'm gonna vacation, I have a little bit of money saved for vacation. Why would I go, one, to a place in the United States? One. Two, why wouldn't I try something completely new, like Hong Kong or like Serbia or Kosovo? It just doesn't make it. This stuff comes naturally to me. I'm very glad. Okay, Usman, yes, you are the one that pushed the whole Eastern European trip completely. You are, and I commend you for that. I'm very, very happy you came in when you did, because you come in very rarely, and you knocked some sense into me. That was great. Thank you very much. I'm so proud of that decision that you came in and made. But I don't know. I'm very interested in expansion. And I realize that's something that I've always been about. Even when I went to Switzerland for the first time for Christmas in 8th grade, I loved video games. But after we did a day of skiing in the mountains, the family, like my best friend and his family and I, they all decided to go and sleep. And his uncle wanted to go to the nightclub, because the plan was to go to the nightclub. I was like 13 at the time. But I always wanted to go because I was listening to a lot of trance music. I was into that I wanted to experience that lifestyle. And there was this woman I really liked that she kept coming around the uncle's spot. So I just wanted to be around her. And it was interesting because I always had that nature of expansion. I always wanted to just be around that lifestyle. He said, and many like us we see. He's like, I'm telling you, it's happening to me too. What's going on with you? But that's just us, seriously. Everybody has their lane, however the givers are here. No, for sure. Que sera, c'est la vie. That's what it is. It's life. He spoke Spanish and French. C'est la vie. He said, a child told to fear and hate the police will do just that in adulthood. A child told to respect the police will do just that too in adulthood. It's culture. Usman, it goes back to what you said. It is culture. You're absolutely right. I just, yeah. No, for sure. Ninth, I agree with you. There has to be, I was angry at God for a very long time, especially recently, about like how the whole situation unfolded. But I realized that it's only to protect, really, and it's only to show me or to bring light to me, to my abilities, to what I am, to what I need to be. Like, at least with the last situation, the girl that I was with, like I was so with her, I kept reducing who I was just because I just wanted to stay around her. And I realized that I was only at the end a single thread of who I really am. And I'm multi-layered. I'm crazy as hell. I'm crazy as hell. I like so many things. I get so excited about little things. I'm walking to the gym today and I'm thinking about Sephiroth, right? And I was just thinking about him for the whole gym. I'm like, why am I even thinking about this guy? Like, this is just what I do. Like, I'm very crazy. I'm multifaceted, ultimately. That's what I wanted to say. And I forgot that. And I realized that a lot of people are just not like this at all. And that's just what it is. No, you were actually growing and was leaving yourself. Just had to get back to you. It's true. It's true. No losses, just lessons. For sure. For sure. Not crazy, very normal in our world. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Like I said, Usman, you heard that I went out on a date yesterday, right? Corny. I only did it because, she was like the aggressor, and I figured it would be a good situation anyway. And it was just like as expected. Christopher, mi hermano, ¿cómo está você? What's going on? It's something to evolve, whether you like it or not. It's true. First of all, I can't even resist it anyway. Because Night God he seems like he's on where I'm at right now. So I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna speak quite candidly in a bit. He said we're all crazy though. That's the thing too. We all are, and we all get the experiences to integrate that craziness into ourselves, right? So we are ourselves constantly without hiding or concealing. But a lot of us don't accept that path. A lot of us fight against the inner parts of ourselves because we're afraid of not being accepted and being lonely or being in solitude, which carves out a lot of the true personality anyway. We are afraid of that. And so we go through, we fight. I'm going to tell you something, Night God. I'm going to tell you what happened. I realized, like, even recently with this apartment, like me getting this apartment and just being in this whole lifestyle now, I realized that I'm in a completely different world than I was a month ago. Like, obviously we're in Earth, whatever they call this, Alpha Centauri, or maybe that's a copy of Earth, or that they talk about. I don't know, but I realized, like, I'm in a different realm right now. It feels. I went to my old neighborhood. It doesn't even feel like my old neighborhood. I went to my old house yesterday. It doesn't even feel like my old house, and I've only been here like 3 weeks. Dead serious. Everything is different. The girl that I used to find so much solace and comfort in texting and speaking to and being with, she's gone now. And it's just me in this new world with all the new experiences that come along with it. Like, it's insane. I was thinking about it as I was walking down the street, coming back from the house the other day. Yeah. I haven't been to the house in 3 weeks, and I grew up in that place. I grew up there for like over 20-something years. Uzman says, I can't relate to your experience because I'm not experiencing it myself. Religions and governments have their own scriptures and books. Cultural upbringing does not. Stay patient when in those situations. Oh, Uzman, for sure. For sure. I'm accepting. It's just that this is something I'm realizing. This is something I'm noticing. Seriously. This is just something I'm identifying. And it's kind of scary. Like, all this stuff. After the date, which was completely trash, by the way. No curves, no excitement. And I was the one just putting the energy in. I'm always putting all the energy in the conversation. It's always me. I'm bringing new ideas. And she wasn't really elaborating on those ideas. It's like, and her nails were like bitten up. That means there's a lot of anxieties there. There's a lot, I don't know. There's something that she's fighting with on her own. And I don't know if I'm the one to wait around for that. And I just wasn't. Made me cry, bro. So much has passed since, and everything is so different, but I'm in the best shape of my life, and the world around me is not the same. Can't hate the world. It's just, they're catching up. Did she have any redeeming qualities? D-Block, I got you right now. Let me just read Uzman's. He said, there's a fine line between identifying and becoming that. They're racist. Be safe out there. No, Uzman, listen. Listen. It's the same thing with how I'm viewing this whole situation as well. It's like with the past situation with the girl. Because I could have let that destroy me. I could have been jaded and hate. I could have just had this rhetoric. We got to stay away from women anyway, or stay away from Albanian women because they all act like this. But that's not the case. It's a case-by-case basis. What it was just a mismatch. And we just weren't compatible at this point in time. Whether that'll be forever, who knows? That's something that I've accepted as well. But I've also realized that I'm solid. I'm a good guy, and I know my stuff. I'm very excited about life, right? And I'm very organized and structured. So it's fine. So I can't become jaded. I can't become cynical. The same way that I'm going, this other side where I'm not becoming racist. I'm just identifying there's a lot of qualities in a lot of different types of people. That's all. A lot of cultures. D-Block, to answer your question, did she have any redeeming qualities? She puts her best foot forward in experiences. She did pull out all the stops. She had like a nice dress, and, I guess flats, open-toed flats, something like that. She was good. But it's just, I just wasn't attracted to her. She gave me her number when I was working at the restaurant, and I just didn't get a good look at her. And even when I was there for over like 15 minutes at her table talking to her friend, the guy, to give him dating advice, which shows that I wasn't even interested in the first place. But I felt obligated. I didn't want to, cancel the date or anything. He said, yeah, my family and friends were going through it, and you have to be there for them. That's what it's about. Anxiety is living in the future. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's just something to see. People are experiences. Yeah. The majority of these days are not ready for our genuineness. And this is what I've realized too, Ninth. I think you're hitting the nail on the head, really. Because it's nothing against her. She has a lot of healing to do, for sure. For if we recommunicate, I don't want to be fantasizing. But to be honest, if she reaches out again, that means that she's healed, and that's probably the person that I'd probably be with, right? Because if she reaches out, that means that she understood everything that transpired, and she was willing to make a change, or she has made that change, that healing, and that means that there's something there. But no one's waiting on that. That's like waiting for Godot. That's like waiting for the second coming, which you should enact within yourselves, because that's the whole idea of the whole thing anyway. But no, because I brought it up, Christopher. Someone brought it up, or I brought it up in reference to something, but I'm not. I every now and then, yeah, but there's much more important things that I'm thinking about, which is this new phase that I'm in life, which is completely it's completely interesting, right? But that's what it is, though. I realize that I'm a very like real person. I'm very like out there. Like say for instance, I was dating Uzman. Pause. I want to show Uzman the world. I'm like, yo, this is what I like. This is the music I like. This is why I like this music. This is the food I like to cook. This is why I like to cook this cook this food. This is where I traveled recently. I went there because of this. I like this place and that. I like that part of that place. It's interesting, that history about that part, about that place. Hey, what do you like to do? Oh, that's very interesting. What else? Oh, what else? Well, you like this? Okay. Hey, listen, this is a really nice restaurant. We could try to replicate the food so we don't have to pay a fortune to go to that place. And it'll be like much better. We can go watch something else, on TV afterwards. Uzman, you know what I'm talking about, right? So, but that's what I do. I want to bring my whole world to you. That's what I'm about. And it's even to my friends too, to all you guys. That's how I talk about why I speak the way I do in my videos. I want to bring everything that I've ever experienced to you. Everything. How I think about it, how I got to those thoughts about thinking about those things like that way. All of that. Pause, Uzman, for sure. But I want to bring you everything. But not like D-Block. I'm talking not all at once. But if you are capable of being receptive, this is what I do. I want to bring you there, and we work on your pace. If you want to see how I, see what I want to bring you, we'll work on your pace. I'm down to be patient. I'm down to slow down. I'm down to walk with you. That's all I'm about, seriously. But if you don't want it, then, what can you do? He said, yeah, bigger fish to fry. He said, interesting talk today. Pirates of the Caribbean and culture versus race. Until next time. Oh, you're leaving. Oh, yellow vest del piso. It's my gym shirt. What's going on, Tupac? He said, you're thinking on another level. That's how we should all, don't you? That's the whole idea. You want to bring your world to their world. And you want to go in their world, actually, and just walk with them. Just understand their world if they want to show it to you. Renzel, what's going on? Watch you sell me. What's up? He said, we're in troubled times. Better get with your tribe. Listen, I haven't found my tribe ever. And that was part of the reason why I was so mad about the situation too, sad about it. Because I thought I found my tribe, but it wasn't with her. And it sucks. And it sort of reaffirmed a lot of these thoughts that I had where, like, I was constantly by myself. I never really had a group. Even though I have friends, but it's just I never really had that tribe, that group that really like rolls with me, ride or die, that stuff. But that doesn't reflect on my inability or some inability of mine, which, I just think that is just the way it is. Like, I was just thinking about that too, like, like just me traveling, like the whole idea of like me, like even the driving in Serbia, the driving in Eastern Europe, in Montenegro, by myself in the car, for hours,
I went off to the side sometimes, and I sat on the roof of the, not the roof, the front of the car, and I'm just soaking everything in like that. I'm in this country all the way far from home, being entertained by myself, getting experiences, recording by myself, solo dolo in Montenegro, like solo dolo in Sarajevo. Like what the hell? I have no friends in that place. I don't know anyone. There is no, you could go on my 23andMe. There is no genetic percentage or percentage of genetics or DNA that comes from those places. And I did it on my own. You know? I don't know, man. I think it's kind of crazy. I thought it was, thinking about it instead of just driving around, I thought that was kind of crazy. So anyway, that was my thoughts on the whole thing. But Ninth, you're absolutely correct, man. Like, we are very eccentric. A lot of souls out there. I think a lot of people in general. A lot of souls are very eccentric, and they have a lot to give. A lot to give. And the world in general is not ready for that. They're not ready. Let alone a partner, like a partner that you see yourself being with forever, or until the rest, for the rest of your life. Because it's a lot of energy. Because that's what it is. When you have a lot to give, it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of power. And that really scares people. Because there's an expectation indirectly placed upon the other person, the recipient, to reciprocate that. And a lot of people are just not ready for that. A lot. Whether it be in friendships, intimate relationships, whatever the medium is for communication between souls. And a lot of people get jaded. A lot of these souls get jaded. Like Obito from Naruto. Like, he felt his friends betrayed him, and so he went on this all due to miscommunication, misunderstanding. He went this whole tirade to get strong and prove himself, and he got enslaved by someone else. Right? His own blood, Uchiha, Madara Uchiha, enslaved him. So it's like, we got a lot of strength, and that's why I appreciate people like Naruto, because he never gave up. He loved his best friend. He loved Sasuke. He loved everyone, even though people did not hate him. People did not like him, sorry. People did not like him, and he loved everyone. He kept wanting to prove himself, and he had no one. Only a few people really liked him. And then he ended up being like the leader of his village, and he saved Sasuke. Like, that's crazy. We're always like thinking the whole idea. It's like, we're thinking, oh, Kakashi could body this guy and Naruto is better. But like, the whole idea is like, this dude never gave up. This dude Naruto never gave up. He loved his best friend so much. He was willing to die just so he could try to talk sense to his best friend. He never gave up. I appreciate that. He always kept everyone together. Yeah, no, for sure. He said, because he has the power of God and God is love. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's really true. It's so interesting, man. So, see, I realized that. I really realized that. I really realized that. Character archetypes in anime are so extreme, though. Real people are more complex. No, for sure. But the tropes that they fulfill, right, and the events and experiences that they go through, as those tropes, explain so much. It teaches us a lot. Sure, of course, real people are more complex. Like, there are events, moment to moment things that happen that, shake people up, right? And they become different, different beings altogether. But I don't know, man. It's just there's something powerful about just like standing the line and loving, even though everyone is telling you or showing you that it gives no reward. That's what it is. It has a lot to do with willpower and stubbornness too. Because I really can't submit to the world. I can't. I really can't. You shaved your head, Always, man. Gave myself a little cut. What's going on, Saluddin? Looks fresh. Thanks a lot, Saluddin. Since I've been in this new place, I feel like my style has gotten much better since living in this new place. But this is what I appreciate. I do appreciate, and there's a lot of, we don't even need to go to anime. It's like the whole idea of like Jesus Christ's story. Dude was tempted 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness. He could have, imagine not having sustenance at all. It's just solitude and yourself. And you have a temptress tempting you all the time, telling you, give up. Why are you even doing this? I can give you so many rewards if you just give this up. And he just never gave up. That's a lot of willpower. That's belief. Christopher, see you later. That's a lot of strength of belief. The whole thing with Buddha too. Gautama, Siddhartha. Imagine being in a comfortable situation, right? Because he was rich. Siddhartha's family was rich. The last Buddha, the latest Buddha. And he decided to leave it all because he realized that he's not going to really truly understand life if he remains sheltered. So he went out and he got into a lot of trouble, but that's all part of the experience. And then he learned. He ascended, and then he sat under the tree, right? Was tempted by the daughters of Mara, and he rejected all of that. Like, I'm telling you, it's just, yeah, man. I don't know. There's a lot. It's a lot. Anime is more powerful than religion. I mean, now it is because a lot of people understand, people connect more with anime. But if they actually read the Bible, they'll understand so much. If they read these texts, they'll understand so much. But it goes back to what I was saying before. I think that I don't believe in religion. You should just read what religion has to say. A lot of these schools of thought have to say. Just read. You'll learn a lot. If they read, yes, no, for sure. But the truth of the matter is, I think a lot of us have a lot. I think maybe not a lot of us, but I think some of us have a lot to give. Some of us have big hearts. We have a lot of experiences, and we just want to bring people into the world, into our worlds, and we want to see theirs. We want to experience their world. But it's a big expectation, and people understand this. It comes, all that, people could feel that off of you, that want, that desire. And they're just, it scares them. It scares them a lot. And so they run away, or they avoid, or they try to limit themselves in contact with you because they understand what will happen. And you can't really get mad at them for that. Some people are just not, their vessels are not strong enough, or not strong enough, but they're not cultivated yet to hold all of that love, all that experience. Which is right. This God-ish is not for everybody. No, it's not. People need to read this stuff. Which sort of makes me sad because it just seems, I don't know, it just seems like a lot of people are just here for supplementary existences. Like they're not meant to ascend, they're not meant to get stronger. They have good lives maybe, but they're never gonna go past that. They're not gonna go through self-introspection. They're not going to try to understand the higher realms, the more grosser things. Subtle things, sorry, not grosser, subtle things. And they're just here to serve as a catalyst for the growth of true souls. It's so unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. But I really like what attachment theory teaches us about the feelings of being trapped or anxious and how our parents shape our emotions. Yeah? How the childhood, the dynamics of being raised by your parents shapes our personalities a lot. A lot. We don't understand this. We only understand it We only understand these things. Some of us have the gift of being devastated in relationships that show us a mirror, that serve as a mirror to who we are or how we act. And then there's another level to it. You have to do that introspective work where you understand, wait a minute, like this is where it came from. This is why I'm like this. And why is it that I act like this? Is there something else I need to discover in myself to just sort of try to remove that reflexive behavior, towards these kind of actions? Is that true? Because every day I try to get smarter and build my mind. You need to do that. But you also need to do a lot of introspective work too. But Zelda always needed to tell people for sword sharpening or potions. Like, it's the same thing. Everyone can be Zelda, you dig? I feel you, Ninth. I understand you completely, but how I am, like, I guess this is just the way I am. Because if I'm going to understand, like, mysteries of the universe, I want everyone to understand the mysteries of the universe with me. I want us all to come together. I want us all to, like, hold hands and go to that place, like, together. I don't want to be better than anyone else. I don't think that's cool. Like, I just think that, it's the whole idea with, like, trying to teach. The whole idea with teaching as a teacher is just, you're trying to help people avoid pitfalls that should be avoided. But some people just don't. I know, man. It sucks. I just want, that's my personality. I want to bring everyone. I just want to bring everyone with me. Everyone, let's all be powerful together. Let's all be great together. I know there's difficulties. It's hard for you to love, and I know it's hard, to open up, but, like, open up to me. Let me take your pain. Just throw it all on me. I will solve it. I have the strength to go through it. I will help you. Let me help you. That's what I'm about. Because, that's how I'm on. That's what I'm on. But, stuff. He said that's a lovely thought, but you got to let some people move at their own pace, because if they're not ready, they won't hear it. And I know. Your tribe, sir, your tribe, yeah. I've been like that since a kid, and it cost me. I'm fine with paying the cost every single time if it means bringing someone else, like, out of... Because, look, this is how it works, right? Summer, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué te va hoy? Yo estuve en el gimnasio y ya volví acá para el trabajador a reparar mi electricidad, el sistema de electricidad de la casa. Entonces, después, ya volví al gimnasio a terminar las rutinas. Entonces, ya volví acá a cocinar, desayuno y hablar contigo. He said, no, I'm not willing to pay. I would do it. But, yeah. Divine knowledge is not for everyone. Jesus said, don't cast pearls in front of swine. Yeah. Play Jesus and get sacrificed. We have better ways. Listen, this is what I'm on about. Like, we all have a path. All of us have a path. And we're all meant to come into divine knowledge. All of us, by the way, all of us, we all are. The thing is that for some people, it's just going to take a very, very long time to get to that point. And lifetime after lifetime, people are going to take up. It's like a saved game. You're going to take up after the progress that you left behind in the last life, and then you're going to continue until you get to that point. That's the whole idea of it all, right? But how I'm thinking about it is that we can skip a lot of this stuff if we just were open, we're just receptive, Like, what I experienced last month, if I had the power to sacrifice, to condemn, this is strong, but I'm going to say it. if I had the power to condemn my soul for an eternity in a bad place, in hell, to allow all the other souls to not only skip heartbreak, to skip the self-destruction, but also if it happens to them, they will not become jaded or cynical, but rather they will use that experience as a transmutation for their personalities to become better people. If I could confirm that, I will, through my sacrifice, I will sacrifice myself 100%, 1,000 times over. It will, of course, hell would suck. It's horrible. I read Divine Comedy a lot of times. Those punishments in there are trash. But if I could secure, because that's pain. You know how much pain that is? And it destroys souls. It halts their progress. Stuff like that. Heartbreak or losing someone or just becoming jaded and cynical. That stuff halts progress. People don't grow out of this for decades. They hate the world. They start hating themselves. They hate their past, everything due to that one experience. If I could stop that through my sacrifice, sure. For all souls, absolutely. I would do it. I would hate. Listen, I know a couple years in I would hate it, but if it guarantees people are not going to be pained, feel pain from that, or become bad souls, screw it. I'll do it 1,000 times over. That's just the God in you. That's easy. I get it. I would do it. But who's with you on that same note? Just the 5%. Who cares though? I know people. Listen. I know my people are very few and far in between. I'm not expecting reciprocation on that. But I will make that sacrifice. Ouch. Each must follow their own path, their own evolution. But I'm saying that it's hard. Like, some people are not even aware of the path, let alone the things that come about in their path as building blocks for their personality to get to that point, to start perceiving the divine knowledge. And I'm saying if I could make some sort of personal sacrifice for them to just have the perception of that, then I'll do it. 95% will hate you for having this mindset, and I know it makes sense to us. I'm fine with being hated. There's a lot of areas where I'm not accepted in, a lot of groups. I don't mind. I don't care about that stuff. Unfortunately, the world will never change or get rid of all bad souls. I wish we could all just be happy and chill. I know. We're just speaking in hypotheticals, Renzo. It's like being reborn. It gets harder if you can't master detachment from people who don't align with your process. Yeah. It's not even that too. Like, my issue with this most recent situation is that things started off very, very differently. It was very warm. It was beautiful. It seemed like we got each other, but then things changed along the line. And I try to keep reclaiming what has, like, the times that were. And then I realized a lot about her personality, and I tried to bring it. I tried to bridge heaven, and I tried so much. But I'm not not regretting. The experience happened because this all had to happen. I wouldn't have had this apartment if things went well. So this is all destiny. This is all meant to happen for whatever is meant to come about in the future. So most wake up the opposite of your mindset. Yeah, it's true. Our path is our path. Can come to your tribe. All that effort put towards self. Yeah. What's going on, Ratik Singh? How are you? I know, but we all must experience our own trials and victories. I know. I just want to make it easier on everyone, because the thing is, like, there's just more souls being condemned when they go through this life than they are being saved. You know what I mean? Like, people are not going to get devastated emotionally and mentally and seek the silver lining in it, which is a metamorphosis of a personality. They're not. Most people are not seeing it like that. They're just. They take on like this cynical view of the world. They turtle and then they are angry at everything. That's the function of reincarnation. But why do we have to keep coming back to learn? Why do we could like stop this process? I watched Fast and Furious. Yes. Make it easier on yourself and your tribe. It's time to build with your tribe, not ask why the ones not of the tribe aren't following suit. Yeah. I guess that's where I differ from Jesus, right? Because Jesus clearly had dividing lines. Yeah, yeah. Like he had dividing lines. I'm like, everybody should be able to come with us. We have to accept the bad people too. Like, have them look, you know? Anyway, that's my point of view. It's been programmed and we are the glitches. Yeah. I just don't want to see things like that, you know? I don't know if it's like black and white as such. Have you seen Wreck-It Ralph? Yep, yes. The what's her name? Penelope? I don't want to reincarnate and do this again. That's the whole idea. That's why if you off yourself, it's the worst because you're gonna have to go through the experiences again. Do you know Shah Rukh Khan? Nope. Shah Rukh Khan. Who is this guy? I looked him up. He's swagged out. Have you seen Soul? Yes, I have. Yep, I've seen Soul. Yeah. Same thing. Oh yeah, that's right. Some people just don't belong, right? And so we got to get with the people that don't belong and divide ourselves. I feel you, man. I don't know. I felt like some people just think it's a great movie. In reality, it has a lot of messages, you know. If that's real, I don't want to be a lady. I wrote about this a lot, and I used to think like you too, Ninth God, like you, us versus them. And then I also thought that maybe this mindset spawned about because maybe I didn't receive a lot of love when I was younger, or maybe I've always been alone and I'm just trying to validate my solitude. Maybe it's, I don't know. I don't know. I just sort of grew up recently and just sort of thought about a lot of things. Well, I didn't grow up recently, but I just started looking at things differently. But you really can't take everyone with you, and that's a reality that I'm going to accept slowly. So, yeah, to some degree. To some degree. You've been there before, however, up is all and down is down. Yeah, no. If you don't want all nothing from me. What? I don't get what are you saying? Oh, up is all. If you don't want all, nothing from me. What? Up is all, down is down. I'm trying to understand that. I don't know, man. It's a lot. Okay, sorry about that. We were vibrating on a similar frequency. That's why we get it. You know what it is? You know what's funny? There was a point like during this whole thing where I like cursed knowledge, I cursed enlightenment. I was like, I want to be like someone insignificant just so I could have it forever. Like, I'm telling you, man, it's all right. We've grown. Someone else piece has grown. Someone else piece has grown. Yeah, we are a tribe. We are. You're saying a lot. You're saying a lot, Ninth. I really appreciate your words. I do. I just really wish everyone could come with me. Like, I wish everyone can just understand each other. Been there, done that, I've been there. Yeah. Yep. I'm telling you. Also, too, there's like that quote in the Bible. What was it? It was like that person cannot sin because his seed remaineth in him, and because of that, there's no way that person could sin. And it wasn't talking about semen retention, like, or being celibate. It was talking about how some people are just divine, like some people are just watched by the higher, like the creator. And so because they're of that bloodline, there's just no way that anything bad could really happen to them. Then I grew up and was like, damn, y'all don't feel like this too, divine Kai. Yeah, I thought that was about semen retention too, that quote, but it's not. It's about individuals that are just chosen to go on a path. When they are, there's nothing bad that could happen to them. Bad things will happen to them, for sure. But they'll be protected. God's real chosen people. And we chose this path before we landed, believe it or not. I know. I always reference the Indra story. Indra wanted to live how the humans lived, and so he was he lived as them, and then he forgot that he was Indra, and then people came down to remind him, but he refused, and then he experienced life, then he remembered who he was, and then he went back up. Yeah, no, I remember that. We asked for this. Yeah. Man, this is crazy. I still be laughing at the 5th and 6th dimension. I don't know, man. I'm just this is just all interesting to me. Like, especially what's been happening recently. One night a voice spoke to me in my sleep. Yana, как дела, девушка? Привет. Long time. Da, very long time. I gotta learn my Russian. Where have you been? Get a like. Спасибо, девушка. Спасибо. But yeah, nah, man, you're just keeping it real, I think. You say, oh gosh, I was too busy at work. Yeah, this is a video game. It is. It really is. 30 likes on deck. All good, and with the boyfriend is all good too. Very good, very good. 'Cause I remember that was a little shaky before. What about you? Things have been going well. I live in a new apartment. I'm still in New York. I'm in a new apartment now. Learned a lot about myself. Completely different life. I think there's a lot of things I need to learn. Of course. Always learning. It's crazy. Being a god. A bit misunderstood. I live in a new place. She's like, oh, a bit misunderstood. Oh, I'm a bit misunderstood. Yeah, I'm better. I'm better. Much better now. But yeah, I'm in a new place. Somewhere in New York. I am trying to do other things too, but I'm just on standby for a couple things. A bit misunderstood about me and my boyfriend. Oh, okay. Because I remember there was a... Right. Okay. Well, you could explain it via Telegram. You said I've been through it all, huh, Knife? I'm just interested to find out what's next. Like, what's next on this path? Because I'm really in a completely new environment. So you need to come to Colorado, get some good air. I traveled a lot, right, Ninth? I traveled a lot. You change your job, the company, for much better money. This is what I'm trying to get into right now. Ninth, I traveled a lot. God's chosen people were slaves in Egypt. Come to Moscow. I would like to go to Russia. I would really like. I just feel like there's just gonna be there's a. Was it a resonation? What is it? A resonance. I do. Russia is still on the list, by the way. I feel like I'm not gonna have any problems in that country at all. I have a huge feeling. Huge feeling. Like, yeah, I traveled, no, ninth, I've traveled a lot. I did Eastern Europe, I've done South America, I've done Western Europe. You'll feel welcome in here. And that's what it's about, right? Feel like having a community. That's really what it's about. Having a tribe. Having people that really get you, that want to get you. Like, they accept you for everything who you are. They work with you. You work with them. That's what it's about. Maybe I'm getting older, Yana and Ninth, but it's just nice. The whole idea of like having a family and having a community, that stuff is like really resonating with me right now. Maybe I'm getting older. Who knows? Russians are dope. They real. Never had a problem with Russia. I'm telling you, same here. Same here. I've never had. Maybe you'll have issues, of course, with people, but it's not often that you'll have them with. What's up, Dodgin? He said going to work, so I'll catch you in another live. What's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. I'm probably gonna do one later tonight, so we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting older. He said it's the traits of a king. Don't forget your background. Just anytime, come over. I'll show you around. I'll be excited, Yana, for sure. But things need to arrange themselves now. I'm in a new plateau in life. I've moved to a new apartment. I'm in a new life. So we're gonna wait until things, settle down a little bit. We have a much more concrete structure, and then we're good. What's good, homie? I've been talking to this woman for about a month. She's an Egyptian. She's been in America for years. She's 36. She's 26. What? 36 on 29? We have great conversation, but she feels weird because I'm too young. Oh, she's 36. Yeah. Is she? How is she though? Like, how are the conversations? She might be a little too old. Me, I'm 33. I'm 33, Yana. I'm gonna turn 34 in August. We want Dominion. We have Dominion correction. I don't know. I'm not really interested in controlling everything. I do want my own, like, if, optimally I want my own thing and, a car, what I'm saying? I don't know. I could have a place in Eastern Europe. I can stay there as long as I want. Like, that's what I'm thinking about. Probably you're just tired of it. What, Yana? Are you talking about the guy, what Cascadian just said? I don't know. I just think it would be nice, like, to start, not now, because I'm definitely not ready, but, like, to have a family and all that stuff. I think it'd be interesting. So, you know. I don't know. It's just something I've been thinking about recently. But also, you have to just be, you have to come into yourself, and whatever that means too, because we all have our own tunnels of fate. We're living as a family now, and it's nice. How is it, Yana? Do you have kids with him? Lucas, what's going on? Welcome back. That's really what it is, man. I think it's just that expansion coming out in the most logical way as it presents itself to me right now. Oh, not yet. It's nice. Congrats. That's natural, beloved. No, you're right. But we're living together, which is always nice. You get to understand the other person. It's always nice. No, for sure. That is cool. No, Yana, of course. You guys cook together, watch movies together, go out, all that stuff. I think that's great. I don't know. I think I have a lot more work to do. A lot of things I have to do in life. The world tries to make us the opposite. Seriously, yeah. Like, it's cool to not have a family or to not want a family. All that stuff. I think it's not even just the world. It's like a lot of that stuff is perpetuated mostly in the West. Because, in Eastern Europe, you don't see a lot of a prevalence of this. In the small towns, sure, there's still a lot of families. Maybe in the bigger cities, like the capital cities, there's a lot more of that rhetoric of, you don't need a family, all that stuff. But for the most part, outside of the West, things are, still normal. She said, it's not that cool, actually. What do you mean, Yana? Sanika Sirsat, hello, brother. How have you been? I've been good. Let's go, bro. Hope all is well. I've been talking to this Egyptian. I know. I read it. We have great chemistry, awesome connection, good conversation, but she feels weird talking to me because I'm too young. Yeah, no, Cascadian, I read that. She said, it's cool to get together. Of course it is. And I'm not going to lie, I was when I was like finding my way on YouTube in the beginning, I was like part of that group where you got to be celibate forever. Don't touch women. Don't try to talk with women and all that stuff. You got to just be, do your thing forever. And even if you have like this urge, to be seen and talk to people and just connect with people, you have to put that to the side because that's weak. And it's like, I don't know. I'm half glad that this whole thing happened, so I could like see sense. Your muscles look great. Thank you, Sanika. Diet and the gym. That is the trick. There is no better trick. Diet and the gym. But Cascadian, how are you? I mean, how long have you said you've been talking to her for a month? How are you feeling with that? Are you learning a lot from her? Have you guys kissed yet? I'm bad. I'm at work. I missed it. No, it's all good. Cascadian, I never ignore you. But how's that situation? Like, have you Have you guys kissed yet? How, are the conversations very interesting? And she, yeah, a month. Okay. Have to go. Have a great stream. Thank you, Yana. Talk to me on Telegram. Send me a message. Увидимся позже, девушка. She said no kissing, she's a virgin. She wants us to get married first. That's interesting. It's even hard for me to believe that she's a virgin, but you know she's Egyptian, she has an accent, she goes to church a lot. Cascadian, this is a big commitment though. This huge commitment. How do you feel about that? This is a huge commitment. This is huge. Do you feel that there's a lack, like let's look at it objectively. Do you feel like there's a lack of experience on your end that's making you really consider her? She's not allowing us to hang out as much as we should, talk as much as we shouldn't talk as much because she feels weird that I'm 7 years younger than her. She's playing games. Sounds like an ex. Nah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe maybe that's reflective of an experience you may have had, Ninth. But I don't know. Maybe that's the case. Maybe that's the case. That she's honestly like a virgin. That could happen, Cascadian. That could really happen. So you have to be firm now with your boundaries because you don't want to just be hanging, stringing along. Should be 40 in 4 years. Leave it alone. In America? Yeah, he's in America. I don't know, Cascade. I don't know. Talking for a month, huh? I don't know. I wouldn't count her out, but I also would see if, because she is a little older. That is a big difference. And Ninth has a point, that she will be 40 in 4 years. You might have to leave that alone. I don't know. How do you feel about the whole thing though? Cascadian. How do you feel about the whole thing? I know you're at work, but I really want to know how you feel about this whole thing. Because I was saying too a while ago, a lot of us, we might take bad deals just because maybe it's available. And we shouldn't buy at everything that's available. Hello? Who's there? Anyone still here? I mean, we have a couple people in chat, but I don't know. I think that a lot of us, because sometimes we accept what's given to us just because it was given to us. And we're not actually doing an appraisal of what the situation really is. Seriously. It's just frustrating, bro. We live in the same area. We met at the gym. It's like we're very opposite people. Was attracted to me. Yeah, you see. Yeah, all right. You're getting ensnared. It's good that nothing intimate has happened yet because you might be getting strung along. Cascadian, I think that you need to do a real analysis of the situation. Like, what do you see with her? Do you see a family? Like, do you see a future with her? Have fun, Cascadia. I don't. Ninth is trying to say, just do your thing, but just have fun. She's not trying to have fun with him either, and I don't think that he should go with that either because that's a soul tie, and that's just gonna be Cascadian's gonna start doing things to try to have it forever, like have it all the time, and he's gonna try to get into a relationship with her, and then she's gonna just draw all these boundaries, and it's just, I don't know, man. It's just gonna be hell. I don't know. I think that. I don't know. I really think that you might have to skip out on that. It's cool that you guys met and you guys are having good conversations. And did she tell you that she's a virgin? How did you get to that conversation anyway? Yeah, I don't know if you should take it too seriously. I don't know, man, because I feel like she might be, because when they're older, they're not really getting a lot of attention anyway. You know? So maybe she's just taking this as like attention. I don't know, man. Okay, our longest relationship she's ever been in is a year. Because again, she's from Egypt. Yeah, okay. I don't know, man. I think you need to, let me see, could be attention because I want to move forward and actually start going on dates and getting to know. 100% she's on the fence because of my age. So, Cook! What I'm going to say is this. Cascadian. It might be the attention thing. Because I want to give you solid advice because I feel, and I know you're going to do whatever it is that you want to do, because like this is an emotion thing. She's a woman, you're attracted to her. But I think we need to be a little intelligent about this. I think if she wanted to go out with you, she would have done it already. I know she's on the fence, and I know you're validating to yourself, oh, she's thinking about it. She does want to go out with me. She likes me like how I like her, but it's just my age. But I'm telling you, if she wanted to do it, she would have done it already. I think that you need to really don't speak to her too much. I think that you should be like probably sending 2 messages to her a day. Maybe in your absence, she will make a decision. But Cascadian, I don't know if you should pursue this. I'm telling you, women do make time for what they want. Dead serious. Anyone does that. Man, woman, this is how it works. I think it's just the attention thing. Seriously, I think she just enjoys that she has this young guy that's interested in her. And, you're always talking to her. I'm serious. We get caught up, especially after a drought too, like when we're not speaking. This is the problem. That's why speaking to women is important, because when you actually do speak to someone that you like, then you're not going to be all confused about the situation. Cascadian, I'm going to give you my honest advice. I really think that you should heed this advice. I really think that you should limit immensely speaking to her. Seriously, I think that you need to really stop speaking to her as often. It happened. It's destiny, sure. Maybe that was placed in your path for whatever reason, but you shouldn't get too invested in this. I'm telling you. Don't think that you can change her, right? That you could persuade her, because if she was interested, she would have done it already. That's just really it. You are going to really hurt yourself trying to persuade her to see things how you see them. My bad, I went too far. No, you didn't. No, Ninth. You explained exactly what it is. I'm telling you, you are going to destroy yourself trying to make her see you. Serious, don't do that. and then inevitably it's gonna go how it was always meant to go, and then you're just gonna be distraught. I'm telling you, Cascadian. I think. Let me see what he's. I have too much in my life going on and to be checking my. That's there it is. Or playing games like this, Cascadian. You want someone to take your ass seriously, to see you, Cascadian. Seriously, you need. If you're gonna go down the woman route, which is great. I love that we're going out there and meeting people. I think that's great for sure, but you need someone that sees you, that sees you, that wants to go out with you, that's interested in what you're interested in, and wants ultimately not that, but like they wanna share their world with you. Not like she's keeping you on the fence and all this kind of stuff. I'm telling you, Cascadian, there's a lot of justifications that we make to ourselves about women, especially when we're speaking to them in the initial stages, when it's going awry, like bad. Like not as good as you'd hoped. Because you know what's going on. Cascadian, you're a smart man. You're a smart individual. You could read between the lines. If she wanted to make time for you, she would have. If she wanted to go out with you, she would have. She's holding out. And she's using you as a placeholder. Just to talk to you, because it's the attention that you're giving her. Because not a lot of people are looking at her like that. Seriously. No, ninth, because I experienced this. I remember when I was in college, there was this another single mother, where I'm thinking that she likes me. She would drive me around in her car. I took her to my house. I wanted to cook. I cooked for her, or gave her food. She didn't really appreciate it, all that stuff. And then she used to make all these jokes about us getting together, but it never happened. And I just stopped talking to her because it just wasn't worth it. You know? I appreciate it, Ninth. These are the same reasons why I don't even waste time with dating or women, because this is the bullshit that pisses me off. You see her cursing too. Look at this. And can I say, I'm not judging you at all, but I'm just saying, like, the fact that you're even using an explicative, it shows that you know what's going on inside of you. You know exactly what's going on with this woman inside of you. It's pause. But you just don't want to admit it. You're hoping that things are going to be different. And I'm telling you, you're going to overinvest, and there's not going to be reciprocation from her end. I would limit the conversations that I have with her completely. Stop answering her fast. Don't answer her in an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. You spend a whole day. I'm telling you. That's what he needed. Because he's using bullshit. He's using pisses me off. All of this stuff. I am telling you. That's a situation you don't want to go in. You need a woman that's reciprocative. Like, that's it. Oh, Cascadian, that's cool. Like, let's go out. You ask her out, she's interested in going out with you. No ifs and buts. Stop giving her attention. Primitive individual. Me? Yeah, probably on a basic level for sure. Play the game right. Don't let the game play you. No, it's just like, just stay away from, seriously. That's what I'm saying. And it comes down to a lot of us. A lot of us young men, we don't understand our self-worth. We have a lot of talent. We have a lot of skills. We have a lot of abilities. We're very powerful, potent individuals. We take care of ourselves. The fact that you're on semen retention too, it's like you have discipline. And it doesn't seem like, if people doesn't like want to take that into consideration, then Frog, what's going on? It's been a while. Long time no see. How have you been? I want to hear what this guy has to say. Cascadian. Cascadian, where are you? I know how to read women like a book. No, you got to be smart. You got to be smart, though. I'm fine. How about you? I've been good. I moved in a different spot in New York. So I live in a different apartment. I'm getting every email except the one I want. You gotta look. You gotta pay attention. Yep, I'm in a new spot. It was the 4th of July not too long ago. Yep, I was in Coney Island watching subpar fireworks. Thanks, brother. It's funny because I'm not about to make 600 this month off of YouTube. I was writing music again, and because of the anger I had towards your game, you see, you're explaining everything, all the affirmative reasons as to why you should not pursue this woman. Because you're emotionally invested already. A lot of us get like this too. All grown up now. Yeah. A lot of us get like this. Like when I was first, like the woman that I was just speaking, like I was, in a whole thing with for like the last 8 months. The thing is, I was in the beginning, it was just different. I was on semen retention, uploading a video a day. I had the city job. I was going to the gym. I had my gym crew. I was recording, live streaming. I didn't care. She was beautiful. I didn't even care. I wasn't even chasing. I wasn't even talking to her like that because I was just interested in my own craft. But life kept pushing her towards me. The fact that we both, all these coincidences until I finally relented. And then this is what happened. And of course, because of that experience, I'm not parring off all women. All women are not bad. I'm not saying that. But it's just, I started to loosen my boundaries around her. I was just, honestly, the whole situation with that, I was just bamboozled. And I was dealing with a personality that I've never dealt with. That's really what it was. I wasn't slipping. I wasn't. It's just that I was dealing with a personality that I never dealt with before. And I just didn't understand what was going on. And I made a lot of good moves. I was strong. I made a lot of good moves. But it's just, I was ultimately dealing with a personality I didn't really understand. And then I started really, really liking her. And I don't know, to myself, it was just, I was thinking that it was personality. But it was just the intense periods. Right? Like it was just intense. So he said manipulation at another level. Yeah, there was a lot of times I thought that, but then I just stopped. I was like, maybe things were gonna grow, all that stuff. But hey, what can you do? I finally let her know what was good, and she wasn't with it. But sometimes they're just not your tribe. I thought she was. She was very understanding. She's very smart. It's but it's something that it's maybe that simple. A lot of the times it's just that simple. So, but that's to say that once I started getting emotionally invested, like a lot, especially when there was no defining parameters of our situation. Like we weren't, we were in a relationship. We weren't an item. That's when I was going wrong. And Cascade, you didn't even do anything with her. You didn't kiss her. You didn't go out on a date even. So the fact that you're invested like this, it's like now you're at a point, if she even lets you go out with her, it's like you're going to be relieved. And then those emotions are going to be transmuted to you're placated for a little bit. And then you're going to start expecting more and more. And when you don't get what you expect, then your emotions are going to go to the other side again, and you're going to get angry. And eventually you're just going to blow up on her. I'm telling you, the best way is to really stay away from that situation. I'm telling you, I would really, 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 really limit the amount of conversations I would have with her. You want someone that appreciates, you go to the gym, you have your own thing going on, like Cascade, you're good, man. I'm telling you, I would stay away from that woman. And true, like Knight said it best, like, she is almost 40. Like, what are you going to get from that? If you're really trying to start a family, like, what are you going to get from that? It's not what you want. It's really not what you want. So that's my 2 cents on that. We get like that. We get like, this is how we do. We get very emotional when we think that we connect with someone, because it seems like we do at times, but we don't. Too many fish in the sea. Not a lot of high quality fish in the sea, I swear, I guess I seriously just got to leave these females alone, just focus on my purpose and get back in the gym because I need to find a way to transfer all my energy and attention. Yep. Yeah. Cascadian, I'm telling you, please, you have to listen to me, please, because I know that she's gonna say something. She said, I'm not gonna lie, and say I don't crave a woman, especially being single for almost 6 years. Cascadian, and that's why I'm saying I'm begging you to listen to me, because I know exactly where you're at right now. I seriously feel you. I feel you. I know exactly where you're at. I understand you completely. Especially after a long drought. That doesn't mean that you should stop trying to talk to women or seeing if you could, date or whatever. But that also, what semen retention doesn't really teach a lot of us is that, because we get into it and then we get into it and we repress, right? We suppress and we repress. That's the wrong way to do semen retention. We stay away from women, we avoid them, and then when a woman that seems valid comes within our space, we drop all of our boundaries and then we open ourselves up to that person without even doing due diligence to them, without doing a character analysis, nothing. And then we get emotionally invested, mentally invested, and we are hanging off of their every single word. We're hanging off of their every single action. We psychoanalyze so many aspects of their actions. We psychoanalyze everything that they say to us, and it's bad. I'm telling you, it's bad. Because then it's not even about manipulation at that point. They just do something simple and we're bent out of shape if it's not something that we expect. And that's what semen retention really does not teach us, to put up boundaries, because we don't understand, because we've been avoiding women for so long on semen retention, right? That you don't understand how to deal with one. Like, that's the thing. So what needs to happen, I'm telling you, that's just one situation. It was just a month. Cascadian, it is okay. You did not get intimately involved in that. And because if you did, you probably wouldn't even be on the live stream. You'd be trying to solve things on your own. Oh, BBQ steak and turkey. That sounds good. I'm telling you, please, 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 please. Transmute that energy, go back in the gym. Continue going to the gym. I would just say hi, keep it short. If you see her at the gym, keep it short. Hello, how are you? Yeah. Oh, I have something to do today, so, I'll talk to you later. What's up? I am Warrior. It's been a minute. How have you been? Why haven't you joined the Patreon yet? Got to join the Patreon. Link is in the description, guys. I totally agree, bro. It's very dangerous to be secluded from women for so many years beyond semen retention, and then you recycle all that energy and give it to a chick who you see could be your wife. Because Cascadian, it's not cut and dried how it's communicated. Semen retention will help you for sure. But the first woman that you meet on semen retention doesn't automatically mean that it's like some sort of divine providence, right? That gave you your wife. It happened to just be a woman that picked up on your masculine sexual retained energy and just seeks to, have some for herself. Not in a draining way, but she just wants to experience you and not necessarily looking at anything beyond that. And that's something that you don't have to accept. You have to be able to have the eyes to understand it. To understand where that's coming from, like where she's coming from. And being patient too, especially when it's not yielding anything like that. Like it's in that dynamic too, where you're in her late 20s and she's in her mid late 30s, and she's not trying to date you. No, come on. Yes, she's beautiful for sure. Women take care of themselves, for sure. They take care of themselves, but I'm telling you, you don't need to sacrifice what you've done, like just for this, like just to be around women. Like I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do it. Cascading, you're gonna be so much more elated and breathing easy when you are not thinking of whether this. Because how you've been typing, you are emotionally evolved already. You have not kissed her. You have not went out with her. You haven't slept with her yet. What's going on, Flawless? Yo, it's been a minute. How are you? How are you? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I'm Warrior. What's going on? You haven't joined the Patreon. What's going on? Join the Patreon. But yeah, I'm telling you, please, Cascadian, I'm telling you, if there's one thing I need you to listen to me, if there's one thing I need you to listen to me about, is this. Because she's probably, after all this, yeah, she's gonna text you, yeah, it's gonna be nice, it's gonna feel good and everything, and you're probably even slightly desiring her text too, unconsciously. You know, it makes or breaks your day. But you have to release that. You have to do it quick, or else you're going to be even more attached, and it's going to be worse along the line, further along the line. Oh, you traveled to Sierra Leone, but I'll join the team. Oh, you're gonna join Patreon. Let's go. The link is in the description. Check it out. I have a lot of stuff there. Men are meant to be humble, noble, and regal. Chasing, we can chase. Chasing is good, but you have to make sure that the energies are being reciprocated. That's the most important. And it doesn't seem like she just wants your attention. Hombra, sombra de piso, okay? ¿Cómo estás, Ryanete? Yo estaba en Barcelona. ¿Cuánto tiempo desde el año pasado? Yo, dead serious. How much time since last year passed? It's been it's been some time. Yeah, de verdad. Yo estaba en Barcelona por un rato, por un día. Como 3 meses atrás. I guess it's safe to say that right now in my life, I got treat a woman like an experience and not an attachment to avoid this type of feeling and mindset. It's crazy. So yo, Cascadian, I'm there with you. Cascadian, I'm hearing you speak. I'm hearing you speak. You're withholding all of that anger. I'm telling you, that frustration about how she's acting. It's only going to get worse from here because she's not reciprocating already. This is a blessing because you're already seeing this situation. I'm telling you, just limit once a day. When she's at the gym, she wants to talk to you. Yo, I gotta do my thing. She'll try to make you feel weird, or she'll try to make you doubt your actions. But I'm telling you, Cascadian, this is the best thing you could do. I promise you, please, because the alternative to what I'm telling you is pain. I am telling you this right now. This is not talking from some cynicism or jadedness or the experience, my last experience. No, I'm telling you seriously, because you're inwardly expecting her to act a certain way, and nothing has gone down yet, right? So the expectations are only gonna grow. She will probably throw you a bone, but then you're still going to be disappointed because you're expecting something else, and then you're gonna expect a relationship, and then you're gonna expect her to act a certain way, and it's just gonna go worse, become worse and worse and worse. I'm telling you, people are experiences, not property. 100%. Cascade, be with the one who wants you. Dead serious. Thank her for her experience and step off. There it is, cold shoulder shouty. De verdad. He said, ¿Y qué tal estuvo? How were you? Estaba bien. Yo estoy bien. Relajando. Y dando avisarlos para la gente. I'm 21 and I have experience with women listed somewhere. I'm telling you, Jimmy, what's up? Cascading, I beg you, I need you, type right now, I need you to promise me that you are going to severely limit communication with that woman because you're not going to win. There's no winning now. You are not going to get what you want. She likes the attention that you're giving her. People are not talking to her. I'm telling you, she likes the attention. And then it's making her feel good for when she goes after someone that she actually wants. I'm telling you, Cascadian is just nothing but pain over there. And it sucks. I understand exactly what you're talking about. Imagine fighting hard to get someone to see you. Nah, man, I'm telling you. And she's not trying to see you. Yeah. Give up. I'm telling you, just don't do it. There are women out there that will appreciate you, Cascadian, for sure. That want to see you and they want to meet you where you're standing. Dead serious. There are women out there that want to meet you where you're standing. No, these emotionally unavailable women, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, stay away, please, stay away. Such a funny experience. What, Flawless? I'm just saying, hurt people, yeah? That's really what it is. And then they believe that they're healed. And I'm telling you, it sucks. I felt like my heart was ripping apart. Wait, it's been a while. You still live in New York? Yep, I'm in New York. I'm in a new apartment. And that's the thing, because when you start getting intimate with them, yeah, and it's prolonged over a long period of time, yeah. What the heck? Give me 1 second. Someone's at the door. Give me 1 second. What's going on? All right, my bad. Got my filters. Girl asked me how my mental health was in the first 20 minutes of texting. She was all messed up. And we should not, don't be angry at women. I'm telling you, it's just that's just the situation. Someone else, so please explain a bit how the food, drinks, and air affects our semen. I talk a lot about that on Patreon. You gotta join the Patreon. Flawless. Once we got to the bottom of things, then this is what I'm talking about. Where's Cascadian? I hope he's still around. The problem is when you get intimate, I'm telling you, it ruins, especially with someone that's not on the same page as you. It just gets worse and worse and worse because you're attached. And then you want to have more, you want to enjoy yourself more, and then you get thrown crumbs a little bit, and then you keep going, and you keep going, and then you get to a point where you lost so much of yourself just to keep everything alive. You're holding your anger back so much. You're holding your frustration with the relationship so much because your body wants that that sex more. You want that intimacy more. I'm telling you, man. It's just, I'm telling you. And then you're willing to accept a lot of crap, and you think that things are gonna change. Yo, I'm telling you. It's, Cascadian, please, I beg you. Where are you? You're not typing. There you are. Okay. There. Okay. $10 donation from Cascadian. Thank you very much. Let's see. What did you say? He said, I promise, Sombra, it's wild because I know exactly the games that women play and how they operate. You can't blame all of them. You cannot. There are good ones out there. There are. It's just that we just went through a couple bad things. That's all. I just thought I felt something with her. That you see? Yeah. No. No. I don't like that last part. Thank you for the donation, but I don't like that last part. It is good to be vulnerable. Don't ever let this world tell you, don't let any of these red pill guys or any of them tell you that being vulnerable is bad. Please do not ever think that. Do you understand? Your vulnerability comes from an emotional capacity that the majority of this world does not share. They don't have that ability to tap into that. And that brings you to another level. To be very emotional, that means you feel things, you understand things deeper than others on a visceral level. Things that cannot be understood intellectually, you understand it on a visceral level because of your capacity for emotion. Do not ever say that you will stop caring with women. Don't ever say that, because that means you're cutting that part off of you. That's a gift. And you are condemning yourself to be just like the majority, which is you're going to be in soulless relationship after soulless relationship after soulless relationship. You become jaded, cynical, and then you're just going to be angry and negative. It doesn't help anyone. Be open. Be vulnerable, Cascadian. Please. That girl was just the wrong one. And I could tell that you have such a huge emotional compass because you got angry at this and nothing happened yet. Can you imagine if you guys slept with each other and you guys had a date, you kissed? It would have been worse. You would have been doing things beside yourself. Don't let this jade you. Don't let this jade you. Please. I just need you to take this information as powerfully as you can. You will not be blocked off with other women. Rather, you're going to know exactly how to share yourself with the women that deserve it. That's exactly what it is. Seriously, that is a gift, Cascadian, and you should never overlook your gifts. Emotional capacity, a lot of people claim they have it, but they don't. They don't. That comes with patience. That comes with taking pain when you don't need to take pain because you're seeking to understand the person versus some like that little egotistical get back that happens in a whole bunch of relationships. This person did this, so I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. You know, that doesn't work. BOD Shotgun, what's going on? Flawless said, goodness gracious. Yeah, don't be like them. It's like zombie. And this is what semen retention doesn't teach you. Like, this is just something that you have to learn when you go out into life. What did Knight say? He said, yeah, exactly. You got to have the experience to know the experience. That's why I understand this. I'm telling you, a lot of these guys are going to tell you to forget women completely. You don't forget them. Oh, I don't need to talk to them. That's not true. You just met one that's not available. That's unavailable. And that's fine. That is not indicative of all women. That may be indicative for a good amount, but that's not all of them. And you should not close yourself off because of those bad experiences. I'm telling you, the only one losing is yourself, because now you're fighting against your true nature to be vulnerable, to expose yourself. And there's only one loser in that. So, telling you. Please, I beg you, Cascade, please don't be vulnerable all the time. Just understand who you could be like that with. That's all I'm saying. Please, I beg you, I really hope. I'm telling you. However, that, aka the trick, they want you to hate women. That's what I'm saying. Be a weirdo. That's what I'm saying. Women are like this. You gotta treat them like this. No, we just met bad ones. We just met bad ones. That's it. We just met bad ones. To test to see how you're going to act afterwards. Cascadian, you're a good-looking guy. You're smart. You have a job. You take care of business. You are valuable. You will always be valuable, no matter what this goddamn place tells you. You're valuable to yourself above all, and you are valuable to women. It doesn't. You take care of business. So do your thing. That's just one older woman. Who cares? Who cares? You're invested now. That's fine. But it's time to let go of that. We're not letting go of women completely. We're not parting them off. It's just that one needs to go because she's not trying to meet you in this where you're trying to meet her. And that's, she can go to C. Sabrina, what's going on? Yes, I'm still alive. Older. That's crazy. Yes, older, for sure. Trash. I still open the door for one day. That's what I'm saying. Always do that. Do that. You have to. Seriously, I did that today. This girl, I don't know. She looked, however she looked like, but you know, it's just what we do. The world does something. We don't have to succumb to the world. Cooked. Yo, I'm telling you, just her. She was just cooked. Men like us need to invest in building more wealth. Let's see. Okay, Cascade said, I hear y'all. Well, that's the thing. I've had so much sex in my life, plenty of experiences with these promiscuous and confusing women. I yearn to be settled down with a wife, but I'll give it to God. That's it. You're open to your experiences that you have every day, and when a girl, you'll know when that girl's meeting you at where you're at. When she meets you at where you're at, then you go and meet her, and then you take it on from there. That's it. Telling you, Cascading, you're a good-looking guy. I understand. I understand where you're coming from. You take care of business, but you can't. Don't get caught up over this girl that's not meeting you where you're trying to meet her. I need some food. Don't know what I want though. Cook, Sabrina. Cook. You gotta cook something. I want to have a wife someday. Don't we all? But we got to take our time. We need to be ready for that, and so we got to go through some tests. And I'm not saying that's the zenith for all of us. But we have to take our time. Sabrina said, "I can cook, but I don't know what I want to eat." Man, girls destroyed my first 2 semesters of college. How so, Solano? We got to be ready for it. You know? What happened, Solana? What happened? Guys, leave some likes on the live stream, please. Leave some likes on the live stream and join the Patreon. Join the Patreon. Please, link is in the description. I have so many things there. There's so many truths there. Come on. It's so nice. I got my picture up here. Hold on. I'm eating barbecue steak right now. She said, I feel like this conversation ain't for the females. Quality exiting. No. Sabrina, you can just talk. Look, no, come on. Come on. Just find something to cook. He said my grade got cooked and they weren't serious about it, man. So I had nothing to show for it. Now I'm sitting here all depressed. It'd be like that. That means that's just the place to not find someone that you're looking for. That's it. That's all it means. You'll find that elsewhere. You're a college student. You're on the way up. Like you're gonna find good people. Lockman Shadi, what's going on? How are you? You said Nine said I stopped eating meat. I'm sorry, I like my steak. I like my grass-fed steak. So I still eat it. Stopping eating meat is unhealthy. If you could find your protein substitute, then sure. My conversation, I meant. No, this is great. What are you gonna? You gotta find something to eat. Make something up. Pasta. Pasta is easy. I stopped eating pork and shrimp. Yeah, first of all, shrimp is bad. I don't eat shrimp at all either. He said I'm O positive, so I jump out the window every now and then. He said, I think it's a gift from God. Eating meat. I don't know, man. It's like all girls be looking for a better option all the time. Like they with you just to not feel left out. I sort of felt that way, but that comes from a insecurity of ours. Because there are good women out there, for sure. I'm telling you. Yeah, pause. My bad, Ninth. No, there are good women. There are a lot of good women. I'm telling you. I'm telling you like this. And you're young, so you don't really know. Never all girls. I know. I'm dropping that a lot, but I'd like to think seriously that there are a lot of women out there that are just not like that. I'm dead serious. Straight up. She said tea and cookies. It is pasta. This woman, man. I'm telling you, they're not all like that. Looking for a better option. It's just the wrong ones are. That's all. Find your tribe again. That's it. And you have to get on that wavelength of who you are, like who you really are, and then you will find that person. Seriously. I believe it. Ain't nothing going on with me right now, but I truly believe once she said it's 9 p.m. I don't feel like heavy food. Oh. You said, yeah, you're right. I got to chill out. Because when you harbor those thoughts, it's like you have that insecurity with you. And then it could be felt, one. And then two, when you actually meet someone, it's going to spill out. Why is she with me for so long? She got to be talking to other people too. I'm just one of many. Oh, she's never yours, bro. It's just your turn. And then you self-sabotage the situation and you lost a good one. You got to have knowledge of self first, for sure. My tribe got to be my color. I don't know if I'm so keen on that. Like, if she happens to be dark-skinned for me, like, that's cool. If not, then that's cool, too. I met a lady the other day. I felt like she was smart. I like that she was smart. So I'm into dark girls. Yeah, that's it. You attract what you say it is. Yeah. Yeah. Color had nothing to do with tribe. That's spiritual. That's exactly it. What can Sabrina eat? Sardines. Sabrina, what do you have in your kitchen? But she was brown skinned. That's good. If you like what you like, King. Seriously, if you like what you like, go after it. You like what you like, baby. I'm not mad at that. Exactly. We on the same page. All I'm saying right now, it was just very interesting. I think the whole Eastern European thing is where I'm at right now, because it's a lot of their values are very aligned with mine. They're very religious people. They are about family, and they're intelligent. Like, it's just like, you don't need, and they're emotionally controlled. Like, there's not, like, what else can you want, really? Seriously. No, I don't think you need more than that. I'm like Ash Ketchum from Pokemon. That's funny. Cascade said, "Yeah, I just deleted her number and her messages. Some women nowadays play too many mind games, and are extremely hypergamous at this point in my life. My ultimate goal is to build my future and my purpose." Okay, that was a radical move. I also remember, because you're gonna see her at the gym, because you always have to make sure your trail is good. So you just talk. She talks to you. Hey, what's going on? Oh, I'm good. Okay, how was last night? It was good. I got some stuff to do right now. I just really got to get out the gym, so I'll talk to you later. You keep it limited. She said sardines. Ew, I might just settle for cheese toasties. Yeah, that's what I want. Let's do it. At least you found something. Sardines are good. What are you talking about? Pokemon equal poke them all. Poke them all. But yeah, that's what I'm on. Honestly, Cascady, I'm proud. I'm really glad you made the decision, because I'm telling you, it's gonna save you a lot of pain. It's gonna save you a lot of pain. I'm glad that you even shared that in the first place. And that's what I want this space to be about. I want us to share what's going on. I need us to share what's going on. Because if we take these battles on our own, we got a risk of getting scarred by these battles, and we start becoming a person that's completely opposite of what we wanted to be in the first place. I hate to see it. So W's in the chat for Cascadian for sure, but it has lots of carbs. You know, Sabrina's not worried about that. We meet people where they are. Sabrina's not worried about that at all, as long as she's eating. So, this is what I'm about. It's almost 4 o'clock. Sheesh. No shame in my game. I'm not ashamed to reveal my emotions to you, Sombra, in the chat. No, which I'm happy about. Thank you very much. I'm very happy because, yeah, I didn't talk about this Albanian girl for a while. I didn't talk about her for a very long time with you guys. So I was afraid. I liked her a lot, and I thought I wanted it to grow somewhere, and then maybe I would have shared, but didn't happen. So I'm that's good. And it destroyed me because I spent too long in a place that I was supposed to have left a very long time ago. She said, "What's carbs?" Oh, I'm joking. I haven't eaten all day. So, yeah, what are you doing? So you need something heavy, Sabrina. Come on. How's your day, man? What's going on, Twinkle Dinkle? I'm good. Have you seen Ladybug? No, I haven't. You gotta try another stream. He said, "Real man-ish." Yep. You know it. Him, Cascadian, not being afraid to show what he means. Thank you for the experience and keep it moving somewhere. No, 100%, 100%. No. I'm not. Every now and then, because I was there for a minute. And there was a lot of. We shared a lot, like for sure. We shared a lot, but. Anyway, how do you work around someone who's obsessed with their social media image? Like some of my friends be going out just for pictures. They won't care if the whole package thing sucks, but you look good. Yeah, some people are interested in just the looks. And I think looks are important. They're very important because it shows that you take care of yourself, but the software is even more important. That's really what it is. Like the girl I went out with, she was okay. Yesterday, she was okay. I just wouldn't. No. No. I was at the zoo all day, and then I didn't want the food they had. I'm making them now. So you're making the cheese toasties right now? Are you a teacher? No. I guess you could say I'm some sort of teacher. You could say I'm some sort of teacher. I just try to give perspective. I try to give perspective, for sure. Coach? Thank you, Twinkle Dinkle. Thank you for subbing. Did you like the stream? Woo! Look at the art. I love it, man. Oh, snap. I love the art. Hey, did you watch that final Squid Games? I haven't watched Squid Games at all. I don't know what that show is about. I need to get into Squid Games. Because I don't know what that show is about. Was it Netflix? Thank you, Twinkle Dinkle. Having my mangoes. Okay. So it's like Hunger Games. Do I have any snacks in this place? Where's number 9? Did he leave? But Cascadian, I'm very proud of you. You have no idea what you just avoided. I'm telling you. You have no idea what you just avoided. Cascadian. Cascadian, you have avoided, I'm telling you, emotional pain. It's a lot. Or worse, emotional pain. That's the ending which let it down. Ah, okay. Well, I need to watch Stranger Things too. I heard that's a really good show. Twinkle Dinkle, what are you talking about? What are you on about, Nate? I heard that's a good show. Lock Manchari, what's going on? Dropping the popcorn. All right. Okay. Where do you live? Don't say Eastern Standard Time, because it's like 4 o'clock and you're just waking up. I love the gym. This is a safe snack to have. Okay, excellent, Sabrina. I'm probably going to end the stream soon. There's some stuff I need to do. Oh. You remember the Apple Lady and the Greatest Showman? I need to watch the movie again. No, I don't. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm going to get out of here. I have stuff to do. And I stayed on quite very long actually. More than 3 hours. Thank you very much. Thanks for stopping by. I never let this place get you down. Cascadian, you made a very good choice today. And I'm very happy. Because you have I'm telling you, it just gets worse. Especially when they're not on the same page. It just hurts. So, anyway, I love you all. I'm dead serious. Dog, what's up? I'm just leaving. No, I definitely do need to get in the gym. Get into shape. My stomach. I'm getting a little big. Yeah, see you, Twinkle Dinkle.
Guys, I love you all. Peace. Stay radiant.